Hello and welcome everybody to session 7 of Descent into Avernus. The events of last session were a bit interesting. Does anybody want to give a recap of last week's adventure? Or the week before last? If not, I'm happy to do it.
I'll go ahead and say.
Okay.
So after from the whole bathhouse situation, there was conversation between the group whether they had wanted to proceed outside of Baldur's Gate to start investigating some of their other activities, or kind of follow up on this lead, leading them to the Low Lantern Tavern sitting on the water in the low end of Baldur's Gate. They decided to proceed with the second option, trying to find Amric, or at least some information on him. Arriving at Low Lantern, they did in fact find him with a precariously placed horned devil, I believe, behind him. Just a little suspicious to the group, but otherwise trying to make small chat. And conversations, as starting amicably, kind of started going south when they felt they were being poisoned with something, and attacks were ensued. Amric was captured because he was held in place by Anthamila. As the guards were coming in, there may or may not have been miscommunications on, burning the place down to the ground. And ultimately, the group captured Amric, shoved him in their bag of holding, trying to get away before bringing any more attention, which, of course, they did. And coming up onto deck of Low Lantern was the owner and her bodyguards, at first peacefully requesting Amric's return. But yet again, somehow, someway, their interpersonal skills took a nosedive, and it led into this encounter that we're about to have.
Thank you very much for that. Derek, please gain inspiration.
You betcha.
And we're going to start off this session with a roll for initiative. As you roll for initiative, rain falls from the sky, almost as though the sky is weeping for what is about to happen to the party. And let me go ahead and start.
Don't forget to select your token.
Yeah, please select your token.
One and one. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the second roll. Don't know why. I just feel the second roll is going to be better there.
Take whatever you rolled first, nerd.
No, I have a advantage on my rolls for
She
initiative.
does have advantage.
Oh, you have a thing?
Yeah.
Neat.
The Sentinel Shield.
Neat. Yeah, you should take the bigger one then.
Please below.
Oh. That's not low.
Ooh.
Uh,
Oh.
We're fighting,
no.
No.
Alright. Are you going to roll for Trisha, Kenny?
Do you want me to roll for Trisha, or you want me to just have her on mine, or?
Oh, yeah, I usually have her act on yours. Act on yours is good.
That's fine.
Alright.
Makes it much more consistent.
Alright, Eldrin. You see people drawing their weapons around you. What would you like to do as the first person to act in this combat? The last thing that was demanded of the party before things went south, just as a reminder, is that you were asked to drop your weapons and surrender.
and they put they grab their weapons, right?
Yeah, because Anthamila had responded with, it's very likely we're not going to do that, but here's all your stuff. And then, yeah, it's so... The last command they gave you was to drop your weapons and surrender, but she started calling for the guards.
Right. Okay. Oh man, I was really hoping that I wasn't.
I'm sure they were too.
uh Man, I don't. Let me read one thing. 10 foot. 10 foot. Does she have a weapon?
She does not appear to be armed. Let me just double check something. Just want to see if she has a weapon on her. For sake of ease, I'm just gonna say she does not have a weapon on her that's visible.
You can't take attacks opportunity if you don't have a weapon, right?
You could make an unarmed attack, but
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Trying to change his ways a bit. Eldrin is going to a 10-foot cube from here, originating on myself, would be like this. Can you see this?
I could see it. Were you trying to
Is that-
center it?
Oh wait, no, that's on myself.
All right. So, what are you trying to make a 30-foot? You said 30 foot?
10-foot cube.
Okay, yeah. So it's 10 feet in every direction. So it's actually more than what you think.
Am I thinking
No.
more?
Yeah. Hold on, I draw.
Yeah, you draw.
Draw shape. 10 feet is like this.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was.
Is there a particular reason you wanted to know that?
Ooh.
Neat.
Are you gonna do that?
Yeah. So Eldrin is gonna pull his his cloak down and take his mask off and start transforming into. I'm not really sure what it looks.
So for this,
Unit?
the mechanical, I guess, visual flavor of this is any sort of scars or deformations on your body they're already kind of green tinted, which was strange when you kind of had this.
Right.
I picked scars because you had them listed on your character description when I read your profile.
That's
So
fine, yeah.
so when you activate this, they would kind of grow or glow like a more deep green color.
Yeah, so like his eye, let's say his eyes come green, and then the scarring on his face, neck,
All right.
and every creature within 10 feet of me make
Okay.
a saving throw.
And are you choosing charmed or frightened?
Let me read charmed again. I think frightened.
Okay.
Charm doesn't seem very good.
I'll just go ahead and go through the rolls.
Yeah, go through the rolls.
I'll start with Lorel.
It says I get to choose. Do I get to choose individually or for the whole group?
I think it's all of them.
Okay, so it's the same.
Yeah, it's
effect for everybody.
all charmed or frightened. Oh no, it is your choice.
It says my choice, but it doesn't say all. So I don't know. It's
For now, let's just say it's the same effect. You're either trying to frighten all
I
of them
would
or...
assume.
I would think all the same. That's reasonable to me.
Okay. Are you picking
No,
frightened? Okay,
Frightened.
cool. And what's the save they need to make? It's wisdom. And what's your
16,
DC?
So it's a 3. Let me see. Where is that?
Actually, I have your sheet open. Your DC is 13. Okay.
Where is that?
If you open your character sheet on D&D Beyond and click on
Yeah.
the spells tab, your
Yep.
save DC will be listed right below.
Oh, yep. It's 13.
All right, starting with Lorelra, and this is a wisdom save.
Yep.
Makes it.
Pretty cool.
This guy to the top right. Yeah, this is the first time you've seen this. You've never
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
Eldred do anything like this on your journeys.
I noticed it's the story progression stuff. So
Hey, you don't know that, nerd!
I know. I'm speaking as me, not Edmund.
Alright, this guy is frightened. Let me give him a... What's a good frightened icon? There's gotta be a good frightened icon, right?
I thought there was like a shivering face or something.
A shivering face. I'd like
Like
that,
a-
yeah.
Like a face with like stuff around it or something?
This! Yes!
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Alright, he fails. Bottom right guy.
Oh, I can't see him because of the pillar.
Oh, get
Oh.
wrecked.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy fails. Let me add this to him as well. And how long does it last? Until the end of your next turn? Okay. That's really good. Especially for a scenario like this. Alright, next guy.
Don't forget about the birds.
They're higher than 10 feet up.
Yeah, they're all the way at the top of the map.
Oh, all the way on the top. Okay, that's fine.
Fail. All these guys fail except for Lorelra.
Nice.
Well, they have to be within like 30 feet of us because my detect magic went off on them.
Yep, the mass is 30 feet up.
Nice.
Don't forget the other thing I told you. The secret hidden thing.
Mm-hmm.
You told me.
No, Edmund.
Oh, Edmund.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Um.
And I have to remember what frightened does. Let me get.
Yeah.
my phone.
Let me read frightened.
Disadvantage on ability and attack rolls while the fear is within line of sight. Creatures cannot willingly move closer to source of fear.
Oh God. All right, so they're gonna like stay away from
That's
you and kill your
fun.
party.
Can you you might just want to
Nothing
throw it on the chat for people.
Yep. Oh, well.
If you click on the third tab in in Roll20, I have a player handout called Combat Cheat Sheet.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
And
Yeah, more so meant for. I didn't know like if you wanted it in there for the audience or whatever. But
Oh, they can see my screen where I'm looking at the Combat Cheat Sheet.
nice. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Anything
And
else?
I will move right here.
Okay. I'm going to keep this around you because I need to know... Actually, I don't need to know anymore.
No, you don't. Yeah,
Because they just can't move willingly towards you.
correct.
Okay. Are you done?
I am.
Okay. And
Oh,
it
I-
is guard, or thug guy up here's turn. And he says, "Oh, it's a monster!" And he pulls out a heavy crossbow.
Joy.
What does fear do? It makes it so that disadvantage when they see you, right?
Yeah.
All right, and he's gonna try to fire it at you.
Me?
Yeah. He's panicking. He fires his weapon. He misses horribly, and he runs. On to Mila. It is your turn.
Oh, that won't work out too well. Okay. Well. Okay. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. I'm going to take a page out of Amaryk's playbook there, and I'm going to point at Lorella and cast Fog Cloud.
So you're casting a spell at Lorelra?
Yes.
Okay. It's an actual like spell from your spell list.
Yes.
She holds up her hand dismissively and says no, and you see a spark of energy come from her fingers, and it kind of interrupts your spell casting.
Oh,
She seems to be a spellcaster of some sort.
that makes sense.
Almost like you found her spellbook when looting her poor room.
Wouldn't it have been obvious
Find
it
the
was
spellbook?
hers? Anyway, I don't think we found.
I
Did we
don't
find a
remember.
spellbook?
Yeah, when we looked through it, it had like arcane stuff in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
right.
remember.
Yeah, I remember now.
She has the ability to cast level 3 spells. I remember when I was rewatching the end of the last session, and I had her roll insight checks like she's a schlub. She's not like a common schlub.
Interesting. Well, that was my action, so I'm going to sit there a little sheepishly, and I guess that'll end my turn.
I'm curious. What is fog? What is fog cloud? I thought you said thought
Yeah.
cloud. Oh, fog cloud would have been pretty good.
Yeah,
I was like,
that
what
was
is
the
thought
idea.
cloud? Are you
We
going
could
to
just
modify her
CTFO.
memory? Got it. Oh man, I actually should have just let that happen. That would have made this a lot easier. Okay, so everyone notices this raven flies northwest. And I think it has enough speed to get off the map by a lot. I think they fly 40, so double move is 80. Just check.
Not 600 feet away.
Huh?
Said not 600 feet.
No, 80. 80. Yeah, he's off the map. You see this
So we're-
bird flying northwest. He's 80 feet in the distance. And
Within
he's
striking range.
within striking range, technically, yeah. We'll say he's flying diagonally up. So on top of his 30 feet, he's 110 feet in the air. But heading that northwest. This guy does the same thing as his friend. He screams in panic, and he fires his crossbow at Eldrin. It's a monster! Kill it! And he misses horribly. Like, it's like those panic shots you see in movies. Like, the scared person in their house has a gun, has no clue how to use it, just is firing wildly. He's terrified, and he runs back as well. Edmund, it is your turn.
Well. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What is this? Bird flew away. Learn as a spellcaster. Some dudes are tripping out because of scary ass Eldrin.
It's weird, because, like, you saw it from a distance, but it was almost like, I don't know. You don't know how... You've never seen anything like it before. I don't think any of you have had any encounters with Fey-like things. At least in your stories, you haven't.
I don't want to do that. Is that worth it? Trying to decide on what I think about this bird, because I do know it's got illusion magic on it, and I have PTSD of Pip Kip, and one just bolted.
Northwest.
You're saying that like it's relevant to me, but
It might not be.
yeah.
I said it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Um. Question.
Yes.
If you were to, well, I guess it's on a perch or something, right? That may not be relevant then. I was gonna say if you were to command something that's flying to grovel, says it falls prone, would it just drop out of the sky and take fall damage?
If something is flying, if you have something that applies prone to it, I use the 4th edition rule and I make it fall.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Okay, but it's not flying currently, right? It's like
It's
sitting
it's
on
perched on a crow's nest.
right, which I imagine would just make it fall
Prone.
to
Yeah.
on the thing. Yeah. So I guess the better one would be halt. Target doesn't move and takes no actions. So yeah, I will attempt to cast command on the other bird that's still there.
Okay.
And whoops.
What's the saving throw?
Give me just a second. I'm trying to actually link command, and for some reason it won't. There we go. Saving throw is going to be a DC 13.
Okay.
And that is wisdom.
All right. The
Wisdom,
bird.
and I'm using halt.
The bird just sits there, unmoving.
Gotcha.
Was it just saying they're unmoving before?
It was kind of looking around. Now it seems to have been affected by the spell.
Cool. And then I will use the free action speech on my turn to basically tell
Yes, yes.
Railroad.
Feel my struggle.
Like railroad, lay railroad,
The railroad.
Railroad.
railroad. That that the bird that just flew away and the other one seem to be giving off illusion magic, and we might be being spied upon. I don't know. They might be her birds for all I know, but I'm trying to shift conversation basically. Shift attention away from the party, hopefully.
I would also know that that spell doesn't do anything if it doesn't understand the language. Right?
I don't know.
that might be true.
Do you know that
Well,
type
we've
of
talked
magic?
about us explaining our spells.
Yeah, you guys know. I guess it's true. You guys all know the capability of each other.
Yeah,
Right.
Edmund would be casting it under the assumption that it's something like Pip-Kit possibly, so he would assume that it speaks common. If that's the case. But yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Lorelra says, don't try to change the subject. Drop your weapons and surrender now or face the consequences. And she flies into the air. And, like, seemingly by magic, and lands inside of the crow's nest. And she will...
Also, if it's relevant, on Trisha's turn, she did drop her weapons.
Okay, that is relevant. They will probably not try to kill Trisha. And she will seemingly do nothing. Almost like she's readying herself for something. So she's 30 feet up inside this. I can't put her in the middle of the crow's nest because maps. Sorry, let me move you back to where you were, Eldrin. But she's actually like up in it. It's really difficult to see her. She's probably got at least half cover as she looks down at you guys. I don't even remember what cover does.
Nothing against me.
This is on the
True. Okay, and this guy who isn't afraid. How far do they move? 30? Alright, hold on, I gotta draw this. Alright. He moves here. And he attempts to grapple onto Mila. Onto Mila, give me a Athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, as this thug tries to grab you.
Let's go with athletics.
Okay, yeah, so you're surprised. And this is Edmund didn't see her before, but this is the one that was damaged from the previous combat with red hair. This one right here. So I'll actually mark this one as a different thing so you guys know that this is one you've seen before. Well, you've seen all of them, but this is the one that was specifically in the combat.
Is this? Yeah, this is the one we assumed was possibly a bodyguard for Emmerich or something.
Yes. And you are grappled, Anthamila. Which means...
Speed is 0.
Yeah, I think your speed's 0. And you can't benefit from any bonuses to your speed. And if something forces this person to move, it'll end the grapple. But until then, you pretty much just have 0 speed.
Okay.
And that's
But
all
she
that
still
person...
has all her action stuff.
Yeah, you could do everything else as normal. This one is the other afraid one, who also shoots at Eldrin in terror. And misses horribly. It looks like this would have probably been a spot-on shot, but at the last second he caught a glimpse of your eyes, and the bolt goes wide, and he runs to the corner over here. This one does the same thing. You have cover against this guy, though. Which I think is +2 to AC for quarter cover. Cover. Yeah, +2 to AC and Dex saving throws. Okay, yeah, and he'll try to fire at you, probably pointlessly. Yeah, and he actually runs off the ship down the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here he could get. And he's screaming. This guy will move here and attempt to grapple you, Derek. Derek, I need you to give me an athletics saving throw. Or acrobatics, your choice.
So that grapple is technically an attack
No.
action? No? Okay.
Wait. I'm pretty confident.
Oh, is it?
Let me just...
Because that would be bad.
So if it is, I want to use my my solar flare to impose.
Grappling is an attack action. Just keep in mind it doesn't use an attack roll.
Okay.
So just
okay,
keep that in mind. That might be relevant to you.
Yep. That's what I needed to know. All right, then. Which is better? I will use my acrobatics.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so he attempts to grab you, and it looks like coming down the stairs, he wasn't kind of like well balanced and ready to kind of grab you, and you slip right out of his grasp, and he's not able to grab you.
Yeah.
How long does command last, Kenny?
1 round.
1 round, yeah.
Okay. Let me give him a mark. I'm just gonna put this on him.
It's probably irrelevant at this point. I can't get up to him. She doesn't seem to care.
Yep.
Which means she either knows or it's irrelevant to her.
Yeah. Derek.
I can see lady up in the
Yeah,
nest, though.
she's got a little bit of cover, but you could see her. And by a little bit of cover, I mean she's high up, and there's like a crow's nest like halfway up her body, at least. I think that's how high they would make them. So she's got pretty good cover. But you could see her for the purposes of targeting her with spells.
Okay. And how high up is she?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. What I am going to do... Let's see. Alright, I am going to cast Bane at 2nd level,
Okay.
which allows me to choose 4 targets.
Okay.
So the 3 guards and herself. I am going to influence, merge that with some meta magic
Okay.
to actually be able to get. It'll be an effective 60-foot range to reach up to her from where I'm at.
Okay. So, is it her and the 3 guards closest to you?
Yes, the not feared ones.
Okay, cool. And what's the saving throw they need to make?
It will be a charisma 14, I believe.
Okay.
Charisma 14.
Alright, let's start with Lorelra. She makes it. Top left guy fails miserably. We'll just put that. Top right guy. Actually, it's a gal. Fails it. And bottom left guy. Fails it. It's pretty good.
Cool. Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. I am gonna stay exactly where I'm at.
Okay. This guy, he's gonna come towards you. And he's gonna bonk you.
Ooh, they threw with grappling.
Wait, what?
Right.
I said they threw with grappling. They're gonna start bonking.
Yeah, when you cast spells on them, he's trying to smack you in the head with the mace.
I was gonna say, you say bonk. Is he attacking like? Is he trying to subdue, or is it clear he's trying to actually inflict?
What's your passive insight?
My passive insight is a 14.
You get the idea that he's trying to take prisoners.
Cool.
Let's see.
What's your AC, Derek?
It is a 16, and this time I am going to use a reaction for the warding flare.
Alright, which attack? First or second?
The what?
The first. I was only expecting one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that would make sense.
Alright, cool. So he hits you.
First one has disadvantage, and he rolls a minus D4
Bane.
from the bane.
Oh, let me see. That might actually make a difference.
Yeah, the bane applies to both, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The second one's not hitting. Okay, yeah, I need to know your AC.
16.
He still hits you.
All right.
With this, well, not technically disadvantage because it's canceled by the advantage he has, but, yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, he hits you for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And your concentration's broken?
I'm going to use my favorite by God.
This is a tough one, man. Good luck.
That is a 2d4 though to add.
Yeah. Oh! You make it.
All right. So I take the 7, but I don't lose my concentration.
Yeah, that's good. Holy crap. Yeah, that would have been bad. Okay.
All right.
Eldrin, things have started to come to blows. You spooked some of the people. They started firing their weapons in panic, and things seem to have gotten a little bit hectic as a result. Spells seem to be getting thrown around. What would you like to do?
Did we just keep on the melon?
Uh,
I don't
No.
remember.
No.
No, she got counterspell.
Oh,
Yeah, she
counter
got-
spell. That's right. Okay, that's what it was.
her turn was made irrelevant.
It was real quick. Yeah. Okie doke. Children is gonna move. Sure. Hildred will move right here.
Okay.
Try to avoid a fireball that can hit us all.
She totally has
Then-
fireball.
Well, she has level 3 spells. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't she? And he's gonna shoot at the one that's grappled.
The one that's grappling onto Mila?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one you fought before, too. As a reaction,
hurt.
something's gonna happen.
That's
But,
fine.
yeah. Go ahead.
What are they wearing?
They are wearing leather armor. Actually, it doesn't say, but their AC's 11, so. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, right on the money.
Blackjack.
Woo!
You absolutely hit her, and she falls dead. You did exactly enough to
Oh.
kill her.
Oh, Jesus.
She was grappling you onto Mila, and you see, like, she's really up close, and you see the head of the arrow pierce her chest, like, inches away from you, and she just kind of slumps down you, and she's dead. Bleh.
Pity.
Lorelra had a readied action, which she will take, and a firebolt streaks from the crow's nest above in your direction, Eldrin.
Doke.
Fly is a bonus action. Oh, she can just fly in general. No, hidden right there.
Cantrips.
Fly is definitely not a cantrip, but it's,
No, she.
Oh.
I mean, when she did it on her turn, I'm pretty sure she cast fly.
Oh, so she has like.
she probably has an 8 fly or something. I don't know what it is.
You did not see her cast fly on her turn.
Yeah.
However, you know something, Kenny.
Yep.
Alright, so she has to make an attack roll with a +6 to hit. It misses you horribly, Eldrin.
That's many things. To...
It's true. Okay. What is that beeping noise I hear?
Not me this time.
Hmm.
Beep
Huh.
noise.
I think it was in my house. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't hear it here.
If I die, tell my family I love them. Alright, this guy's turn, who's
Do we still get
afraid.
ex- Do we still get experience if you're there?
Yes.
Good.
You have it on video proof. They're no longer afraid, right?
You turn until the end of your next turn.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I believe they're no longer afraid.
Alright.
Well, I'll let them decide whether they're afraid or not.
They're a little more, they've been watching what's going on. They're definitely a little spooked, but they don't seem to be, like, out of their mind afraid like they were before. Like, before they were screaming and running. This guy up here is going to take a shot at you, Eldrin.
Okay.
With his heavy crossbow.
Oh, no, the fear only lasts a round. Frightened.
Yeah. He misses horribly.
And it's still pretty great.
On to Mila. Your turn.
Interesting. I wonder if this will work. I wonder what I got to do. I turn to the guard over here. Is it gonna actually take him? Yeah. And I use command and tell him to dive.
Ooh. Okay. I like that. There's no way that command can be misunderstood. So go ahead and give me a... give me the DC I need to make and the saving throw I need to make.
DC, I believe, is 13 for mine? Yep. 13.
What save is it? Wisdom, charisma?
And it is a wisdom save.
Okay.
Minus D4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he rolls a 1. This guy, he starts... You see him visibly start to turn around. I'll just put that foot there, because he's on the move. To remind me. Alright. The raven flies pretty far out of sight. Let's just say behind some buildings. He's gone. The one that was...
Goodbye, Raven.
Yeah, he's no longer here. Boop. Wait, why don't it let me remove you from... There we go. Dang. Alright, this one fires his crossbow at Eldrin. Misses horribly. Jeez, these guys are not very good with bows. In fact, actually, I'll make this one not as stupid. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll move as well. They're actually pretty good in melee. They're pretty bad at range. Edmund, it is your turn.
Okie doke. The gears in Edmund's turn start turning in Edmund's brain. And gets curious. And unfortunately it's an action. But I'm gonna and just to make sure, I'm pretty 99.9% sure I didn't already do this with Laravia, or I give up. The owner in the room. If I did, remind me, and I will not do this. But I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
You didn't, if I recall. I'm pretty confident you didn't.
Pretty sure it was in the bottom floor with Amrit.
Yeah, it was... Yeah.
You activate your Divine Sense.
Yep.
And you see nothing wrong with Lorelra. However, you sense a fiend right next to her. The motionless raven.
I thought the raven flew away.
One of them did. There were
Or the
two.
second.
Oh, the second one hasn't gone yet. Okay.
Yeah, he's still exactly... I don't know if you can see him. He's right here.
Got it. Well, that was kind of what I expected from the original, but I thought maybe she was something. Okay. That's my action, so I guess... Let's see, do I want to do a bonus action? I only have one spell slot. No, I don't want to do a bonus action. I will just I'll to take your phrasing. I'll double down and be like, "That thing's a fiend," and point at the bird.
She gives it a brief glance and she says, "You expect me to trust anything you're saying after what you're all doing, what you've done?" And she says, "If you don't put down your weapons, I'll have to resort to lethal force." And she snaps her fingers and ducks down into the crow's nest. And you can't see her. She's completely ducked down.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hopefully the party at least heard me. Cool. Yeah, that's my turn. That went differently than I thought.
What did you think was gonna happen?
I thought maybe she was something.
Oh, got it.
Man,
All right.
Horrible shot Pete with bells.
Let's try to do something cool. 5, 10, 15. This guy is going to try to leap off of the banister and land skillfully next to Edmund. He drops his crossbow and he pulls out a mace. Let's see how he does acrobatically. He does quite bad. He does quite bad.
He collides into Edmund, dealing 1d4 improvised damage.
No, he falls on his ass.
Sprain that ankle.
And I'm gonna make him take some fall damage for this shameful display.
Does he have half his movement left to actually stand up?
No. I wouldn't let him anyway do the fail. He did
Can
bad.
he attack from prone? Is that something you can do?
Yeah, you could absolutely attack from
Have
prone with
to.
disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Holy crap! The fall damage he just took.
I mean, it's probably at least a d6, if not more, and a 19 killed one of them, so...
Well, that was the one that had already been in a fight with you all.
That's fair, that's fair.
It's already hurt.
This person screams in anguish and tries to swipe at you with their mace. Wow, that's a lot of fall damage. It misses you horribly. Holy crap. I probably shouldn't have rolled that high for damage. Alright, this one from down below is kind of shakes his head and kind of reapproaches the ship. 10, 15, 20, 25. That's a hard corner, actually. And you're a popular target, Edmund, or Eldrin, because of what you did. He's going to fire at you again. Obviously, you have cover. Misses you horribly. Wow, these guys, this isn't as scary of a counter as I thought, guys.
I'm tanking, guys. I'm tanking.
You are. I mean, you drew you scared the crap out of them. They couldn't hit you, and now they're like trying to fight the source of their fear, I guess.
Kill the beast!
This one just turns around and dives off board, like swan dive, like off the side of the ship.
Nice.
Edmund makes a mental note of the use of command.
I'm gonna make that take their turn. That's fun. I don't want them to try to do funny stuff from the water.
Try to arc a shot.
Yeah. With the crossbow.
Some gunbound stuff.
I mean, I was a boomer main, okay? No, I wasn't. I didn't play boomer. I was lightning, let's be honest. Gunbound memes.
But have you played World?
We should play Gunbound. Is that game still around? I'd love to play on a vanilla Gunbound server. I'd break out my protractor. Alright, I'm gonna make this command wear off. You hear oh, he still has that. He needs to remove this. You hear a what the hell from the water. Hold on. There's a beeping sound coming from somewhere, and I don't know what it is.
Is it in your headphones?
I thought it was, but I'm not sure.
Do you smell toast?
I might be dying. Alright. So that's a thing. This bird, the thing that was affecting him to halt is no longer relevant, right?
Yep.
The bird?
Yep.
He actually doesn't fly away. At least not in the way that you think.
Transforms into a pit.
Actually, hold on. He turns invisible.
Oh.
And you hear fluttering. I forgot the head.
Cheeky.
Invisibility. Seems relevant.
It would have, yeah.
I would have made that.
I mean, it wouldn't have changed my turn because I was thinking that Lorelio.
Well, to be fair, this kind of does, clarify things, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if she didn't believe me before, I mean, she should know now.
Yeah, crows can't turn invisible.
She's not really paying attention to it, but, she suddenly turns and notices it's gone and hears a fluttering sound that we're all intimately familiar with.
She doesn't say, like, what the hell?
you can't see her,
Well,
and you don't. She doesn't audibly give a
yeah,
notice.
that's what I mean.
Yeah. Put her in a better spot so I can actually see things. All right, Derek, it is your turn.
I'm thinking.
This is the weirdest combat I've ever run in my life.
That's because we're not trying to be murder hobo.
Kind of.
Taking up
It's
the-
weird because it's kind of yes and kind of no. There's like 3 different encounters happening here that I have to keep track of. Because Eldrin did a spooky thing, and they've started firing at Eldrin. Eldrin's shot and killed one of the guards.
They shot me like 10 times.
Yeah, I know, but you did a thing first. And then Derek casted a spell that cursed some people, so that obviously attacked him. Edmund hasn't attacked anybody yet. Anthamila hasn't either, but she did try to cast a spell. And then naturally Trisha's. Yeah, sorry, I have a lot to keep track of.
I am going to. Oop, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to disengage and hop back. Let's see. Again, that's not what I do. There. I'm going to go right next to the mast. This back mast.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alright, let me zoom out the map a little bit. This bird's gone. Okay. This guy, he is baned. Edmund hasn't done anything outwardly aggressive. This one moves here and attempts to grapple on Thamila.
Ah.
Ooh. So give me athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
It's probably going to constantly be athletics. My acrobatics are shit.
Got it. Yeah, so this one grabs onto you. You are grappled.
Everyone seems to be so handsy here.
And this one will
I'm sensing
continue.
a pattern.
This one will actually move with you. I'm trying to think of where he would grapple you. Probably away from your friends. He moved 5 feet already, so he's 25 left. Half movement, so he can move 10 squares. He's going to drag you to here. You can move at half speed with someone you have grappled.
I can still cast spells while grappled.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's done. Eldrin, it is your turn. Wait, something's wrong. Oh, no, it's not. I forgot I did a thing. Nope, we're good.
We're good?
Oh yeah, like where is she? Yeah, oh I see.
She gave a warning and then ducked down underneath the crow's nest. You can't see her at all anymore.
Okay. I will move. Can I still see down at the bottom if I'm over here?
So this banister thing,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of slotted. So for the purposes of you, it doesn't matter.
It's cover, yeah.
Yeah, it's just cover. But yeah, so you can see everything. But for future reference for everybody, it's like a slotted banister that's about 3 feet high.
Okay, dope. Yeah, I will shoot at the prone guy. Does prone give me disadvantage?
With
remember.
ranged attacks, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you. Alright, so I'll shoot the guy that's grappling in the active moment.
Okay.
And I'd say, yep. You have a chance to just let us go. And attempt to shoot it.
Oh boy. Ouch.
Ooh.
Alright. That'll be 22 damage. The arrow whizzes right by your head, Antamila. And into the shoulder blade of the guard that's dragging you away. He screams in pain. Alright. This guy in the back. He will move here and attempt to fire his crossbow at Eldrin. The thing that they've been very successful with this whole time. Whoa! He hits you. In fact, he crits you. And as you take 14 piercing damage from the crossbow bolts. Pew pew. Alright, on to Mila. It is your turn.
All right, let me see if I can get out of the grapple. Is that going to take my action, or is that just something I can do on this turn?
Escaping a grapple is an action, and it is a contested acrobatics or athletics versus theirs to escape.
As soon as you said it was an action, I don't need to do it. Okay.
Yeah, you can still attack
since
and
I
cast
can
spells, right?
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop. Well, since Miss is out of sight, I'm going to cast a stronger version of Fog Cloud. And I'm going to cast that right here. And that'll be a 40-foot radius
Hold on.
of cloud cover.
You're trying to cast a spell again?
Well, I don't see her.
Yep,
And
yep.
I'm grappled, so...
Yep.
yeah,
She's
I'm gonna
going
cast
to...
a spell.
She'll counterspell it again.
How is she going to counterspell it when she's out of sight?
I'm not going to say anything. You hear her, though.
Is she still in the same location?
Yeah.
How is she counterspelling my spell when she's out of sight?
That's an interesting question. How would one do that?
I know, I literally say that out loud to the group. How is she counterspelling my spell while she's out of sight? Which means she has line of sight on me even though we can't see her.
She might be
If she can
invisible.
fly, maybe she's invisible.
She's
Hmm.
not the finger, right?
Alright, well, since that's happened, I'm going to get frustrated and see if she'll counterspell another one. And I use Spiritual Weapon here and attack the sprained ankle guy.
You can't cast more than one spell. It's above level 1. Or level 1 or higher.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action. Alright, well, that's my turn then.
She's
Okay.
using a level 3 spell to counter
On
you.
a less magical sense, just physically, if we would think about that, a crow's nest, I would imagine they have slits at the bottom, so to allow water to escape. Otherwise, you just pretty much make a tub up there. Maybe she's just taking a peek through the slits.
Well, that means you'll be able to see her stepping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if she's considered to have almost full cover or completely full cover, you'd be able to see her moving around in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see her at all. Alright. Thug's turn. But Alex has the right mindset for D&D. I'm impressed.
Pretty much. Except that basically she's just consigned her friends to death, but I hope she's
I mean,
okay
it is
with that.
wood up there, right? So if
Yeah,
she
it's just a
steps
wood
out-
mass.
Well, I mean, like, and the platform she's on, so we should be able to see like movement on the.
You see no movement. I will repeat
Right.
it.
Okay, good to know.
This one is going to attempt to grapple you, Edmund.
Strength or what is it? Acrobatics or athletics? You said.
Yep. Actually, hold on. He's not going to do that because Anthamila is still resisting.
Of course, he's not letting me use my strength item.
He's going to try to club her into submission.
Good.
First attack. What's your AC?
Well, would I even get my AC from my shield if I'm being grappled?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, and that's a hit. And the second one
Okay.
is also a hit.
Marvelous.
Alright, you will take 13 bludgeoning damage.
Or that. Just keep them separate for the time.
Alright, so the first one hits you for 5.
Alrighty. And go ahead and give me a dex. Whoop.
Ooh. He makes it.
Does he? Good. So he takes half of that rounded down.
So is it 7?
Do have
Minus 7? Okay.
And that's my reaction. Okay. So I can't
Yeah,
do
so
that,
you take a total of 13 damage.
13 damage.
Are you
Alright.
concentrating on any spells?
No, because any concentration spell I would have gotten out has been blocked by that asshole in the fucking crow's nest.
Yep. This person says stop resisting, and he starts kind of bludgeoning you with the butt of his mace. It's like he's trying to knock you out.
So it's 13, right?
Yep. Edmund,
Oh.
your turn.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you're good.
Like, how do I just open it? Sometimes it lets me open it and see things.
Can I? It's been like this is like round 3. Do I on the dock? Do I see guards yet?
No.
Okay. They're not even in eyesight yet. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I came up with a number for how long it would take for guards realistically to respond to something. And
Yeah.
honestly, to be quite fair, I don't think the combat will last that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-second
Was it
round.
actually in the Gazette?
No, I made it based on things.
It's just fantastic that there's a Gazette.
Yeah, it's the Baldur's Gate Gazette. It has a lot of interesting information. Like,
Yeah.
apparently there's no animals in the city, and any animal the size, or no animals that are larger than the size of a peacock. So apparently people buy really big peacocks to bring their pet animals with them into the city to compare, to show the guards, like, hey, this is smaller than a peacock, so I can have this. Fun
Interesting.
facts. The more you know.
Yeah. I just always, because like I'm not used to big cities in D&D anytime I play. It doesn't happen a ton. And so it's always like backwater towns, which obviously wouldn't have like a newspaper. So the concept of a town having like a paper
Yeah.
is foreign to me for D&D, but it totally makes sense.
So what are you going to do, Edmund? You see
That is the
people
question.
beating your friends down around you. Nobody's attacked Trisha. They seem to be with purpose.
Yeah.
And you had a
They've been
stern
shooting at
warning.
me.
A very stern warning.
Yep. Okay. Man, I really wish she would have been a fiend. It would make this so much easier.
Agreed.
That's still.
I'm going to feel guilty about what happened.
Yeah, Edmund still feels like that we're in the wrong, even though
You're
obviously
so in the wrong. You're all horrible.
we have to fight to defend ourselves, but Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
So, is this person that is grappling Anthamilla? Are they? Wait, what's the skull and crossbones on this person?
They have Bane on them.
Bane.
Oh, okay. Are they?
Wait, did you apply that Bane when he tried to grapple me?
Let me double check. I didn't, but he still beat you even with the max roll. He rolled a 22.
Okay.
Thank
this
you.
is that's also the one that got shot by Eldrin for like 19 or 20 or whatever. Pretty sure the one that was
Yeah,
grappling
this
Anthamilla.
one's been hurt. The one north of Antamila's been hurt. The one that's on the floor next to you has been hurt by themselves.
Right, but the one grappling Anthamilla is the one I care about. So, yeah, I will, son of a bitch. Yeah, I guess it would say Helm forgive me and just bludgeon this dude with the butt of his sword.
Oh my
Like,
god.
try and knock him out. I'm not gonna do lethal.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll try and attack this dude.
Okay.
That is grappling at the Milla.
Yep, we got it. Derek.
No, he's saying that it
okay.
wouldn't have been applied.
Oh!
Yeah. Because grappling is a skill
I
check,
didn't
right?
get it. Thank you. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I don't know. Grappling's an attack action, right?
It's an attack action, but it is an opposed ability, or it's an opposed skill check, so
Okay, gotcha.
it wouldn't apply.
Okay, let me roll my attack. Ugh.
You actually hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And he just falls unconscious.
Cool.
Yeah, anything that's
You're no
taken an
longer grappled.
Eldrin hit is basically one hit away from death, no matter what.
Yeah, I figured. Cool. And I would just I feel like I'm using my free action speech more in this combat than I ever have. Like, look, this is going really south. We just want to leave. Just let us leave. And that's it. And I looked at Trisha to see what she does. Because I had her drop her weapon, now I'm hitting somebody.
In response to your comment out loud, from above you, you hear, not an option, Derek and Eldrin, you see what appears to be a winter storm approaching you. And I'd like for both of you to give me Constitution saving throws. As a giant wall of snow and ice flies in your faces.
How's a 10?
Oh boy.
How's a 7?
Oh. Okay, so
Oh man, we're
everyone notices Derek. You recognize the spell with your arcane knowledge as you see possibly your last glimpse of a cone of cold flying at you.
That's a pretty high level spell.
That's a pretty level 5 spell.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Derek, you take 38 cold damage. Are you still up?
Nope.
Okay, so Bane wears off of the one guy that is relevant.
Where did that originate from, the crow's nest?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Gotcha.
And Eldrin uses Absorb Elements, and I will roll damage for you. And you take 43 damage.
God dang.
Okay.
And you see... And so that's divided by 2, so 21.
I'm at 1 hit.
And, you still don't see her.
That's
So you take half damage from that attack?
Because of the absorb element.
Absorb Elements
Yeah.
is such a good spell.
yeah.
It really is.
Get what kind of I guess ice or cold or whatever.
Yeah, it's absolutely cold damage. And you see Derek. Hold on. I have to get this right. Oh, you're not. Yeah. So you are. Derek just falls over and he looks pale as snow. And, okay. The guy that fell down prone is going to stand up. Oh, this guy's knocked out, but he's effectively out of the combat. But I'm going to keep him here because I'm removing the ones you've killed, but I'm keeping the ones you kept alive just in case it becomes relevant. He will stand up. And he will say, "Stop resisting," and he will try to club you with his mace.
Me?
Oh, yeah. What's your AC?
21.
Hits you twice!
Jesus. Oh, from advantage.
He actually hit without advantage on both of them. 22 and 23. First hit is 4 bludgeoning. Second hit is 5 bludgeoning. He's like hitting you with the pommel of his mace. Like he's trying to hit you in the head. Well, he is hitting you in the head.
Yep.
And the world's becoming a little fuzzy. Okay. This guard over to the right. Let's see how far he can move. He can go there. Yeah, he'll do that. This guy moves up on you, Eldrin.
Okay.
And he's gonna bonk you with his mace. Leaving his crossbow behind. First hit is a critical fail. The 1 in 400 double critical fail.
Oh wow.
Something has to happen.
Oh, good. Somebody else has that. Okay,
Just
good.
go-
Just throw his weapon.
Just throws it right off the boat.
Second attack misses. So you're good.
I'm at 1 hit point, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
missed. Alright. Guy back here. Oh, this is the guy that's swimming. He's gonna swim.
Just keeps
Here. Okay. This guy won't do anything. Alright, Derek. Give me a death saving throw, please.
Cool. I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
For the death saving throw?
Yeah.
It's a saving throw. You can do it.
Yeah, like.
What?
You know.
Okay, so
You
15
pass. Yep,
Yep.
you're good. Alright, mark 1 success. Your internal temperature is warming up. Alright. This guy... Oh, he's... I'm just gonna throw him off the map because he's unconscious. Eldrin, it is your turn.
Would I know? Would Eldrin know if invisibility... That it takes greater invisibility in order to cast spells and stay invisible?
You wouldn't. You could give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, Edmund doesn't either. I just that was Kenny saying it.
Yeah, it's 100% greater invisibility. Everyone knows this, but your characters have not encountered magic that's
Right.
strong.
Right.
And I don't think any of us but Gaelic are trained in Arcana, maybe.
Yeah.
So we won't get free checks except him. Rip.
But you definitely saw the origination of the cone coming from up there.
Right.
AKA any kind of AoE would hit her. Ooh.
Yeah, except that she'll just counterspell it. Woo!
Well, she only has so many slots.
Yeah.
For every slot
And
she
she just
uses
used the 5th level spell, which
Every
tells you
slot
something
she
about her
uses
slots.
every slot she uses for counterspell is one less offensive slot she has.
Yeah.
She was using
that's
all
a good idea.
non-offensive options.
Same, actually.
Yeah.
But this woman wanted it, so.
Well, she didn't want any spells being cast. She can't stop
Oh.
them all, though. She picked you.
Okay. Do I get Derek up? Or do I cast Fairy?
We should each have a healing potion too.
Yeah.
On each.
Yeah, that's how I was gonna get him up.
Yeah.
Alright, can I just take the healing potion from his bag and bring him back?
Yeah, it'll take your action and your
Yeah.
free interaction. But, yeah.
Yep. I will do that.
Glub glub, roll it. Derek.
And I would tell them to get away from me.
Get away from me!
Let's see, what was that? Is it 1d4 or 2?
I think a regular healing potion is 2d4. Let me double
I
check.
think it's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
Potion of healing.
Yeah,
Yep.
2d4
2d4
plus 2.
plus 2.
Cool. I typed it. I don't know where it went.
Yours always seem to lag for some reason. It's weird sometimes for you.
With somebody else, I guess, Donald, I don't mind you roll. Anybody else. For some reason, I like it not.
You heal minimum.
I don't think we should take his.
You heal for 4 hit points.
It's really not fair.
Yeet.
It's really not fair that Donna. I was gonna do it. I was typing
There it goes.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait, what is
2
this?
more.
Alex literally asked me to roll.
I know. So I'm actually fine with taking the. That was more just to test like what
Oh, okay.
was going on here.
Go ahead and heal
We're
yourself
party
for 4 hit
vetoing
points.
that roll. No, we're party vetoing that for 2 more HP. 2
None
more
of,
HP.
none of this nonsense. No way. You can't ask the DM for because my rolls are good. You normally want them, but when they turn out bad, you don't want them. So you can't have it both
A
ways.
double 1. We're just testing your rolls visibly. His roll worked out just fine. Well, 6 seems like a much more better roll.
All right, Eldrin, are you done?
Unless this is a bonus action.
You could run away.
And take an
Yeah.
attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm okay. Actually, I will move here and try to like crouch behind the.
Got it. Okay.
Not prone.
Okay. So to gain some partial cover somehow
something.
from something.
Well, there's not with him, but like here, right? So there was a
Yeah, it's like a 3-foot slotted.
a little more cover,
Okay.
maybe half cover instead of quarter.
Against who?
I don't know.
It's all a matter of perspective. Yeah.
Yeah. Just and you know,
Up high, you're not going to get any cover from that.
No,
She's
I
30
get
feet
that.
up. Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
All right. This guy's turn. He will drop his crossbow and bonk on Altamila.
These guards just keep hitting on me. I don't know why.
And he probably hits you. All right. So first attack, 22 versus your AC.
Okay, give me a dex save.
All right. You take 3 damage from that, by the way.
Ow. Not fair.
He fails the dex save.
Ooh, that's terrible. Maybe, who knows?
8
Not too bad.
damage.
He takes 8 damage.
And then he swings at you again for 5 bludgeoning damage.
So 8 altogether.
Yes. Go to sleep. Stop resisting.
Nope.
Okay. And now it's your turn for retribution.
Oh, it's just... Huh. Interesting. Oh, she's using greater invisibility. Do you have a response to that? It's just not a good one. Seems like such a waste. Alright, well, considering I assume I know what's about to happen, I very visibly hold up my hand and start an incantation.
Yeah, she's gonna counter a spell if you're casting a spell.
Okay, so she counterspells Sacred Flame, and then I cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
That thing is going to pop up behind the guy who just hit me, and I'm going to attack him.
You can drag on your axe onto the map, by the way. It should be under yeah, it's under recurring NPCs.
Spiritual Weapon! Aha!
So you should be able to put it on the map and use it like you want.
Cool!
She can't have too many more level 3 spells.
She has no more level 3 spells.
You
She
cast
actually
it
didn't have a
higher.
level 3 spell for that one.
Yep.
Wait, is it counter spell level 3?
Yep.
Yeah, but you can cast it with 4th or 5th.
Use it higher.
Oh, okay. Well, she can't have too many more high level spells.
That's also very true.
Yeah.
How do I get my token? Where are you? I do not see a token for this guy.
You have
Just a sec.
3 of them on the map right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit!
Just keep adding them.
Do you not see it for real?
I see it now.
I
Okay.
cast Circle of
All I do is
Axes.
click it.
Circle of
Okay.
Axe.
Spiritual Moss Pit. Let's do this. Alright, but yeah. Shit. Nope. Let's do that.
Is that? Oh, that's the attack roll. 15 hits for 5 damage.
The guy who. That's the guy who just attacked me, right? The one right behind me, or.
Yeah, I assume where the
ladder.
axe is, right? Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Alright. Just making sure I'm doing the damage to the dude who deserves it.
Alright, you done?
That's the one I hit.
Kinda. Oh! I could move. No, I'm done.
Okay, this guy's turn. He's gonna club you with his mace.
Alright, let's see if it hits.
16 to hit?
Nope.
Alright, and the second one misses as well.
Alright.
Edmund's turn.
Okay.
Can't touch me, daddy.
Wait, what? Wait, what did he say?
Not sure.
Okay, then.
There's 2. If I move north right now, does this person on the stairs get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
You'll have cover against it, though, because it's kind of like a railing going down a stair, but he's, like, on the stairs, so he's above you.
I really want to move above the one above Anthemilla and get advantage.
Ooh, that fliggity flank, yeah.
But I don't know that I want to take 2 attacks of opportunity.
I'm actually surprised this... You guys are making me really nervous. You guys are still going. I'm terrified.
It's only been like 20 seconds.
I know. Well, I don't even care about the guards. I don't see how this is a winnable encounter. I'm really
we have
nervous.
a lot of healing on hand that hasn't been used.
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had Absorb Element.
Yep. Absorb
Yeah,
Elements is one of the best spells in the game. I love that spell.
It's really good. I
Yeah.
haven't gotten to use that yet, but...
Well, just rapier the guy next to you with your... Oh, you healed instead. You could have rapier that guy for bonus ice damage.
I could have.
Does that only last 1 turn?
I think so. You might still have it. Check.
That was your next melee attack, isn't it?
Oh, that'd be sick. Your like hands glowing.
The
like...
first time you hit, actually.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Nice.
You can fucking ice punch that nerd.
spell!
Alright, yeah, I'm not going to... So that guy is covered from me too, though, so I'm going to attack the guy to my bottom right.
The guy that fell on his ass and made an idiot of himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Poor nerd.
Again, non-lethal.
Okay. That's a
That
hit.
bitch almost killed me.
She did.
Imagine if you didn't have absorb elements.
Yeah, it would have been like negative 20 something.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean,
She almost
relatively close to outright death.
Yeah.
Not actually close, but
Imagine taking
relatively
38
speaking,
points of
that's
damage.
yeah.
True.
You roll the
And
damage
that's-
separately. Is that usually the case?
That's how I've always done it.
So
For
if you
Cone
fireball,
Cold, I
you
don't
roll
remember.
damage for everybody?
You think I would remember after Curse of Strahd?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's how I've always done it.
Cone Cold got used more times than I don't even know what in that game. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
6 technically bludgeoning damage.
Wait, is this? Oh my god. Hold on, it's twice as big as this. She might have to aim this a little bit tactically.
What the shit?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20. Alright. Let me check north. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
Anybody
2.
play Command and Conquer?
Long time ago.
When you're playing against somebody and they get the nuke?
She's gonna tactically aim for this, so only Eldrin and Derek are in the AoE.
It won't hit the guy in the water down below. He's too far off.
Actually, it will. It totally will.
She's not even gonna know he's down
I,
there.
I don't know how that works. Like, is it like a straight up pillar or whatever she's doing?
Yeah. So suddenly, you see this rain falling, right? The rain's falling, and all of a sudden, the rain becomes hail in this area, and a hailstorm appears. And I'd like for Derek and Eldrin to give me dex saving throws.
Oof. He's gonna die, man.
I mean, if it's for half damage, I'm going down anyways.
Okay, 12.
I'm at 1 HP.
Yeah, it's gonna be half damage.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, both of you
Not
guys
bad.
are taking the full brunt of it, though.
Well, I haven't rolled.
Wait, why is it half damage?
Oh, I thought. Oh, that was Edmund. That's. This is a save for half.
Oh, did they save?
I don't know. Derek
That's a
didn't.
save.
I'm waiting on Eldrin's roll.
Give me a
Eldon,
sec.
you wanna save for half?
Okay, yeah, cool.
I'm
So,
also resistant to cold. I don't know if this is cold. I'm resistant.
partially. Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I'm resistant to until the beginning of the minute.
All right, so I'm gonna do Alex first because I don't have to roll his separate. Oh, actually, I have to roll these separate anyway. Oh my god, this is bad.
Is he just gonna be killed outright now?
It's possible with him being as low as he is.
No, he won't be killed outright. But he takes a lot of damage. Alex, you take 28 damage as you're buffeted by hail. 15 bludgeoning and 13 cold.
You don't have to roll mine. I go down.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
Unless it can be more than 36 by when you cut it. After you cut it in half.
It
And
can. Oh, not with cut in half. No, it's impossible. It can definitely do more than that in a single hit, though. The minimum damage. How much hit points do you have?
36.
No, I mean total. Right now, 1 hit point.
Right now, 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're down. I won't even roll it. Okay. All right, you're both down,
I'm down.
and you hear from the crow's nest. Drop your weapons now, and I might spare your lives.
Might?
You hear? That's what she says. She seems pretty angry.
She
Edmund
seems
thinks
pretty
about it
angry.
and he kisses the guy next to him, and then that's it. That's his turn.
Guy to Edmund's southeast starts to club you again. Miss.
What's a good damn?
Guy to the northeast of Eldrin. You're both out. He puts down his weapon And he puts manacles on you. And that's it for him. Guy that's... Oh, I didn't roll for the guy swimming in the water! Hold on! Hold on, he might die. He saves... True. And 46. 26 divided by 2 is 13. You hear screaming in the water.
I think you might have killed one of your own men.
Poor lady.
It's pretty cold of you.
Oh, that did psychic damage to me in real life. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He seems to be trying to scramble up the dock here. Derek, give me a death save.
Nice.
I succeed.
Excellent. This guy's dead. I don't even remove you from the initiative tracker. Eldrin, give me a death save. Excellent, you succeed. Guy to south of Ontamila clubs you twice.
Can I use protection from there?
Yes.
I'll impose disadvantage on the first one.
That makes it miss. That's good. It would have hit him otherwise.
I think grappling every time, man. I can't protect against grappling. Yep.
Ontamila, it is your turn.
Okay, so both miss. I don't get any hit from any of those.
That's correct.
All right, great, marvelous, just cool. Can she counter something with a verbal component if she doesn't know it's happening?
If it has a verbal component, or if it has any sort of component, you can know. So verbal or somatic. The only way to avoid someone noticing something to counterspell is if you use subtle spell before it, which is or if it has no material or no components at all.
Interesting. All right, let's see.
I guess if they can't see you, then maybe only verbal.
Yeah, that's true. If you're not in line of sight of them, obviously they can't counter you.
Yeah, well, she can apparently just see me from everywhere, so it's fine.
Well, on top of a 30-foot crow nest, yeah. It's like literally made for seeing things.
Let me be bitter. All right, let's go ahead and attack the guy behind. He wanted to get so absolutely handsy. No, where are you? Just the normal one. I think. Yeah, we'll stick with the battle axe. No, I already had the javelin out, so yeah, javelin. So that's what I would have had out.
All right.
Ooh.
Are you throwing it?
No, just trying to stab him with the javelin.
Oh, which one, north or south?
South of me.
Okay, it's a miss.
And then the spiritual weapon is
Oh
going
yeah.
to
Lay down the axing.
behind.
Okay.
So as he
Is that a crit?
dodges the
hit?
javelin, he takes 10 from a lightning axe.
Nice. He's
Is
looking
that the
in
one
bad
I
shape.
hit?
Yeah, he's in bad shape. This is a different one than the one that Edmund knocked out. If that's the
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty hurt though. He's pretty low.
Can
He's actually standing on the same square as the one that got knocked out.
Oh, I see.
can spiritual weapon crit?
Yes. It has an attack roll, so it could crit.
I saw it roll to 20, and normally it highlights some green if it's a.
It's not a crit.
It's
It
a
adds
Oh,
a
it's
plus.
not.
Sadly.
It's not a nat 20. Got it.
All right, you done on
Dirty
Tamila?
20. Well, I'm not going to move, so yes, I'm good.
All right, one behind you tries to club you twice. Bonk. And bonk. So I think the first one hits you. 18.
Nope.
All right, that's a miss. And the second one misses then too if it's a 16. What's your AC right now?
19.
Damn. You're a beast. Okay. And now it is Edmund's turn.
Okay.
That natural scaling has helped you out, Antamila. You made that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
In for a penny, in for a pound, I guess. I will bludgeon, try to knock out the guy to the bottom right.
Okay.
13. What bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, this guy?
I didn't see where you're paying bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a hit for 13 damage. He looks dazed. Alright, you done?
Yep. That's my turn.
Alright, it's Spellcaster Lady's turn. Alright, on to Mila. What do we got?
Sure, she has
That
something
fly,
more
I'd be using my
laser
turn to cut
pointed.
that damn crow's nest down.
I know, right?
Yeah, cut down the crow's nest. That'd actually be
Yeah.
pretty good.
Nah, she can fly.
Yeah, you guys don't have high arcana. That's okay, it's okay. You see a firebolt streaking from above towards you, Anthamila.
Ah.
Slash GM roll the 20 plus 6. Hits you for 3. I didn't put all the spells in the spell book because it takes forever, so I have to look them
Yeah.
up. It's ridiculous.
Spells for bad guys are the worst thing in D&D. It's like their way to make enemies stronger, and it's like, cool, let me have this whole other system.
Antamila, you take 16 fire damage.
Ouch. So delicious.
For my fireball?
Yes.
Alright.
Don't forget you resist fire.
I did not.
Okay, cool. Guy to the bottom right of Edmund. Tries to bonk Edmund. It's a hit, I think.
No.
And a hit, I think. What's your AC? 22?
21. 21.
Oh, yeah, they both hit. 10 bludgeoning damage total.
My laughter, though.
This is what you get for laughing at 21 AC. It rolled 22 and a 23 because of the flank on the second one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Bad guy that's next to Eldrin. He's gonna move and drag Derek next to Eldrin. And he's actually gonna shackle your legs together with the same. He takes off the shackles that were on Eldrin, and he's pretty much just gonna fit your legs together in the same pair of shackles or manacles because he doesn't have multiple pairs. So.
Wait, what?
He's gonna put your leg, your ankle. He's gonna shackle it to Derek's ankle.
You guys have some small ankles.
He could do wrists, I suppose. I don't know how big they
Nope.
normally are.
Maybe I'm not understanding what you're... It sounds like
think
what
it's
you're saying
reasonable.
is...
Whatever a
Like-
manacle is, yeah.
Right, no, but are you manacling like one ankle on one person to the other ankle on another person, like one and
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, one per
Okay.
hole.
The way you said it a second ago made it sound like you were doing two like
Oh,
an
no.
like two ankles per manacle, and I'm like,
No.
what?
Yeah, he doesn't do anything else. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not beating you when you guys are doing.
Like you're linking them together, like one person's the other person's shadow or something. I'm like,
Oh brother, where art thou kind of stuff going on.
right.
All right, this guy's gonna climb out of the water, have speed. It's about 10 feet up, so 20 feet, and he'll move more. Burb's turn. Burb's not gonna do anything. Derek, give me a death saving.
Critical fail.
Oh,
That's two.
it's okay though. They're gonna try to stabilize you anyway. We'll see how they roll. All right, Aldrin, give me a death save. These guys aren't trying to kill you.
They shot me with arrows. They try to...
You stuff like that did your spooky stuff.
I scare them. That's it.
Let me know when. Slash roll
Where is it?
1d20.
There it is.
All right, 2 successes for you. Derek, you have 1 success, 2 failures, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. All right, this bad guy. He's gonna club on Tamila. Bonk, hit, bonk, miss. For 7 bludgeoning damage.
And as I go down, give me a dex save.
Oh, taking him down with you. He's doing non-lethal and he's about to die for his kindness.
He really, really is, because I'm not rolling for it. I'm doing max damage.
He fails the save.
Cool. So he takes 16 damage.
Yeah, he dies.
It's funny. See, no one was taking damage from my attacks until they started attacking me. It's kind of almost like I was trying not to kill them. Oh, well.
Kenny, this is the porcupine effect your guy's gonna have. Whenever people attack you, you're gonna kill them.
I'm so excited for that character. The setting is
Not so
going
much.
to be odd.
Let's not
It's
talk
gonna be-
about it.
Yeah.
On to Mila, give me a death saving throw.
Was there no protection?
I did not use protection.
The good news is it wouldn't have
Don't-
mattered. It was 19 and 23.
Yeah, just in.
Just to make you feel better.
Well, 1 hit would have been fine, because 19 would have been, but 23 would have definitely hit. Probably. Protection was only 2 AC. Death saving.
Woo!
Yeah,
Wait, isn't it like
No,
auto
that's a
heal?
crit.
Yeah,
that's how he gets up with 1 hit, 1 HP.
And you get all your.
Well, my spiritual weapon is gone, obviously. I'll get rid of this.
Yeah, but that's cool. You don't get your turn though.
I'm pretty sure you do.
You make your death saving throw at the end of your turn, right? Let me check, because that
I
is
think
fair.
so.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that's
I think
important.
it's at the end of your turn.
Let's make sure, because that's an important thing.
Yeah.
I'll Google it. Saving throws. Death saving throws. If you roll a 20, yeah. If you roll a 20 on the d20, you regain 1 hit points. Let's see when they take place. No, it's at the start of your turn. Hold on. When you start your turn, 0 hit points. You must make a death save. Unlike other saving throws, isn't tied. Roll d20. If the roll is 10 or higher, you succeed. So yeah, it is at the start of your turn. You get your turn, Maurice.
Sweet. Marvelous. So
you
where's
got-
the guy that I just killed?
To the south of you, dead.
Okay, cool. And I don't
Oh yeah, I'll
think I
remove
need
his
to
body.
sneak attack.
Double KO. Just kidding, I'm back up.
That's amazing. That's the first time I've ever seen. Actually, I think it's the first time I've ever seen 20 on a death save out of all my time playing 5th edition. Actually,
I can't remember.
Is that
but yeah.
weird?
So, that is a little weird.
That's pretty weird.
I've never seen it.
One
Wow.
in any chance.
I might have, but it's the
Why
first
are you
one I
moving your?
remember.
Oh, these guys are dead, by the way. These people are not actually here.
Which ones are dead?
I've removed all the dead ones from the map. You're good.
Okie dokie. Alright. Whew. Interesting. How long would it take to remove a body from a bag?
It would be your interaction for the turn.
Okay, so I'm going to lift Amric's head out of the bag, which, that seems like it would be a good idea, considering. And I imagine Mist Invisible can see that. Also, he didn't take any... I mean, his bag of holding's fine, right? He didn't take any damage to the firebolt or anything like that.
Yeah, no, your magical items. Stuff that's on your person doesn't ignite or anything like that.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm now going to position the bag in front of me, so that basically I'm wearing it on my chest.
Okay.
And I'm going to... that's a free item interaction, so I
I
have
thought
to drop
Edmund
my...
had it.
I do.
Did Edmund have that? Oh!
Yeah,
I
I have
forgot.
that.
Oh, that's true.
I've had the bag of holding since we got it.
Okay. That's fine then. In that case, I can change my item interaction to this. Stow away the javelin, take out the wand of magic missile, and pew pew pew. 8 force damage on this one.
Alright, 2 charges for 8 damage. By the way, I'm going to ask this question because I'm a nice DM, and I didn't see you roll it. Could you roll to recharge your wand for the start of the day?
Oh, I did. I recharged it.
How much did it charge?
6. Or,
Okay.
let me double check, because it's
I
way
remember
up there.
you
I did, like,
rolling
way back there.
If you rolled it, that's good. I just don't remember you rolling it.
It
So,
should be in the chat log. I remember
Yep.
you rolling it.
It's
as long as he's rolled it, I'm fine. I will
Yep,
believe
6
it.
out of 7 charges.
Cool. Now -2.
Now -2.
Cool. Anything else?
Let's see. I know she's gonna try and counterspell everything.
It's pretty reasonable.
If she still has lots to do it.
She does still have lots.
Better for her
Probably.
to use them in counterspell than fireball.
Oh. I jumped off the boat.
Okay. Do you want to use any more of your movement?
Well, jumping off the boat, would he get an attack of opportunity?
He will. Oh, that's pretty relevant, I guess.
Yes, that's very relevant. I'm like, if I dive and he hits me, I'm gonna be in the water dead.
That's true.
I'll hold my turn.
Okay.
Or finish my turn or whatever.
The guy that's north of you. He doesn't have a flank on you anymore. So he's going to change his attention to Edmund. Because he does have a flank. 20 and 22.
Ugh. 22 hits. I might
One
go down.
comes through.
7 bludgeoning.
Edmund falls unconscious.
No!
You
Okay.
were that low on HP the whole time?
These guys have made like 37 attacks on him.
Yeah, I started at like 20 something out of 36, but I've been hit like 4 or 5 times now.
Trisha, as you're going down, screams no, but remains there. Because that's what you told me she was doing.
Yep.
Alright, Edmund, give me a death save.
Roll a 20! Oh, no.
Alright, that's a fail. And from up in the mast, you hear, "That's a good idea. I think I'll try it too." And you see 3 bolts of energy streak from the tower above and slam into you.
Yeah, which will put me down.
Yep. Alright, so everyone's unconscious, right?
Total
Pretty
party
much.
sleep.
Yep.
Okay.
TPS.
So, most relevant thing is Derek. Because we need to make sure this guard makes a successful medicine check to stabilize you. Otherwise, we're going to keep doing death saves. The rest of you... Actually, I guess we do have to keep going. So let's go in initiative order. Guy at bottom right of Edmund is going to put him in manacles.
Oh, that means they... Amorcus, this could be bad.
Guy to the top right of Eldrin tries to stabilize Derek as he sees him coughing out blood. He will make a medicine check, which is a wisdom check, right?
Yes.
And I think it's DC 10. He makes it! Derek, you're stabilized, as this guy is apparently trained in medicine with a 17 roll. He wasn't trained, he just got really lucky. This guy is going to just move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. Alright. A bird flies away. A fluttering noise to the northwest. That Trisha would hear. Can't see it, but she hears it. Derek, you're good. Eldrin, give me a death save.
Already did.
Nice. You're stabilized, right?
Yep.
Excellent. So we don't need to worry about Eldrin anymore. On Tamila, give me a death save.
Oh yeah. Like, is that necessary again? Really?
You guys should be fine, but...
Because for level 1.
Yep, you're good. And is anybody else lowish? No, we'll be good. I'll just wrap this up then. Alright, so... We turn off the music, and we're going to go on a break.
So we don't need to keep rolling them?
No. At this point, with the amount of people they have helping, and Trisha's naturally going to plead to help as well, you guys are fine. Nobody else is close. It's going to take too long for anybody to bleed out with the amount of rolls. All right. So that happened. But the good news is they were very specifically non-lethal. I would like to go ahead and let's go ahead and call for a break. All right, so all of you wake up conveniently near the same time because that makes it easier narratively. And you find yourself in unfashioned prison cells because the DM was too lazy to add beds and chamber pots. Sorry. Also because I made it 5 minutes before the game tonight. It's double sorry. Can you all see the map? Are you on it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, outside of your bars, you see the very familiar Zodge sitting there in a chair waiting. And he has his hand on his head like he's just like you know how like you put your head to your palm, but you're massaging your temples at the same time? He's kind of doing one of those scenarios. And he kind of notices, I'll just pick on all of you. None of you have any stuff on you, by the way. All of you are completely stripped of gear. Also, you're all level 5.
Ah, nice.
By the way.
Oh.
This is technically a long rest. You got a long rest.
Oh, long rest incoming.
You all got a long rest. You're all level 5. None of you have any of your stuff.
Should have done that on the break.
I didn't think about it. But fortunately, I had warned you guys a while ago to be prepared for level 5 at least.
I can do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's just doing it. I gotta change my spell list.
Yeah.
And Zodge kind of looks towards the party, and he says, okay, before I say anything and tell you what I've heard, I need you all to tell me exactly what happened. You need to be honest about it. Yeah, you know, you all did me a really big solid before, but this is a mess, and I need something. Take it from the top, please. And he still has his, like, he's talking with his head still in his hand, like he's sitting in the chair, and you know that Zodge is not a very patient man, but he seems to be trying to be very measured. He's trying to be patient. So, who wants to say something? Did I drop off of Discord?
Nope,
Nope.
you're good.
I actually checked because there was utter silence and no movement from the cameras. You guys are perfectly still.
Sorry, I was level up.
Yep, exactly. All right. I don't even know what to say there.
I mean,
That's probably my response too.
We
Is like,
just-
ooh,
Tell
I'm
him.
not sure.
Just
You
tell him
tell
what
the
happened.
truth.
It's
yeah.
we're investigating a
Should-
cultist.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be.
It's easy. Like
Yeah, like, I mean,
Alright, are you telling him every detail, or are you leaving anything out specifically?
if it's left, if no one speaks up and it's left up to Edmund, he will tell him every detail. He would basically explain that after we left him, we went back to the inn. We went back to our inn, the Best Inn, Orange Leather, and then we went to Low Lantern to look for Amric. Found him. That there was an attempted poisoning, which began an altercation. We subdued him, got rid of his fiend that he was partnered with apparently, and we're going to, take him in for further questioning. And during the process, there was some confusion. Some of our group broke into what was apparently the owner of the Low Lantern's room because we thought it was Amric's.
His head digs deeper into his hand.
That's where he was staying, or that's where he was. He was by that room, and it's an inn. You can understand where the confusion came in. We find all these arcane things, and we're like, cultist. So, we take them, only to find out that, the one thing that Edmund does omit from the story, actually, he doesn't lie. So let me know if he gets asked about it, but he doesn't. He glosses over the fact that Derek threatened to burn down the boat. He does not bring that up.
Good work. Good call.
Yeah. And then basically explains that when we got up to the top, we, Lorela obviously had some issues, and that's understandable. And we discovered we had broken into her room apparently, which we apologized for and gave her stuff back. And we just wanted to leave, but she didn't want to let us leave, and so the fight broke out, unfortunately. And here we are in jail. And Edmund says it kind of like, "Wow, I'm in jail. This is."
And he pauses for a long time, he doesn't say anything, and he seems to be kind of.
While he's thinking, Edmund would say, "You did take Amric out of the bag, right?"
He says, "I don't know what you're talking about. Amric was not at the Low Lantern Inn."
Edmund just leans his head up against the thing. If we got out of character, if we got a long rest, that dude's dead. Pretty sure.
Yeah, he's dead.
Unless they took him out because they were working with him. And
yeah, but I think
he kind of flashes you a knowing stare, and he says, "Amric was not there."
Got it. Cool.
Does anybody else have a different telling of that story, or nope. Amric was not there, right? Please, someone confirm. And he kind of puts his hand on his hip a little bit.
He's saying this after. He's saying this after I told him that we had an altercation with Amric. He's talking about when they got there. Amric wasn't there.
Yeah, is he saying Amric was not there? Wink, wink, hint, hint.
Kind of. You get the impression. You get that impression that he's trying to get you to shut the fuck up. That Amric was there.
With a 14 insight, I imagine I get that. What I want to know, Kenny is asking. Sorry, are you telling me he's trying to imply that Amric was not there when the Flaming Fist got there, or that Amric was not there when the party got there?
Amric was not at the Low Lantern at all.
Okay.
Period.
Nobles don't go into the lower city.
Full stop.
Yeah, okay. Well, the point of that is I just told him a whole story where I said we had an altercation with Amric, so now he's saying that, so
yes. I'm
pretty sure the entire party would understand that, that means he's telling us to shut up about it.
That is how I'm perceiving.
Yeah, so Edmund would just say, understood.
And so, oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, so, after that, I would just then go back and tell him, yes, we got into an altercation with a mistaken identity.
And
so I'm reaffirming to him, yep, got it. I'm lying about it right now.
Also, all of the strange cultist stuff that we found in your belongings was clearly confiscated from the cultists in the bathhouse, right?
Yeah, of course.
Edmund does not answer that question.
everybody else says yes.
Yeah, of course.
Should remain silent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and I can link this.
Actually, if you don't answer any questions, in all seriousness, he will go to each of you and make sure you acknowledge this. So he does expect an answer from you, Edmund.
What is the exact question?
The exact question is, all of these cultist items that we found in your belongings are from your confiscation from the bathhouse, right?
Edmund would repeat back, all of these items were confiscated from cultists.
He would kind of nod. Like, that's good enough for him. Trisha copies you.
Because that's not a lie.
That's good enough for him.
Okay.
Okay. And you no longer have those. Also, fortunately, the guard was pretty quick to arrive and help kind of save the situation. So about the bouncers that died. Lorelra is willing to look the other way for a sum of gold or trade. I can't really help with that. That's up to you. If she presses the matter, my hands are tied.
Yeah.
Who's gonna enforce it?
If she actually presses charges, it would be the Flaming Fist. You would want to speak to her about the particulars, but you might want to do that sooner rather than later. And he kind of looks at the group. Well, I think you've cleared up that you obviously were responding to investigations into cultist activity because you had worked with us prior. You had confiscated some cultish items, and there was an altercation that happened. We don't know the details yet, but right now you're just being detained for questioning. I can let you go, but I will remind you that you should probably talk to Lorelra. And he kind of looks at all of you. He says, I hope the next time I see you is under better circumstances. I don't think I'll be able to help you like this again. And he says, does everybody have an understanding, or do you have any questions? Is anything unclear? I need to make sure everyone's on the same page here. Trisha starts to ask a question, then she kind of stops herself.
I think we're all on the page here.
Yep.
Great. And he unlocks your cells one by one. And he says, your stuff is in the trunks. And all of your stuff is actually there. Minus Amric, and minus anything that was cult related at all. So those Tiamat coins, if you had those are all gone. The daggers.
We had all the coins.
Yeah, the daggers are gone. And the idol of Yenogu's gone. The mask.
Wait. They were able to get into the lockbox?
They took it. You don't know what happened to it. It's not amongst your stuff, though.
I mean, they have people that can cast,
Oh yeah, probably.
and stuff. I'm sure they had detect magic. Like they just.
Yeah, the box isn't even there. So even if
they have whatever means they need. They could smash the box open. I'm sure. Like.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
The mask is gone and the crown is gone. But other than
my
that,
math.
all of your stuff is actually there. Nobody
Is-
looted your lifeless bodies.
Is the armor still there?
What armor?
My armor.
Oh, I'm gonna say yes. But you're gonna get a slight side pull from
Dodge.
Zaj,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "I don't know if you're aware of this, but I know you're obviously not one of them. You still have your symbol of Elturel as well, so he's gonna assume it's belonging to the person that has the armor, Eldrin. So you're not in this conversation.
Yeah.
But he was saying between this symbol and this armor, you look like you're a Hell Rider. I'm pretty confident you're not a Hell Rider. Because a Hell Rider would never hide, like you had a tabard over it, would never hide their insignia like that. You cannot let anyone see that, otherwise you will be taken in. We are prosecuting all Hell Riders at this moment. We suspect that they're involved in the disappearance of older Ravengard and the disappearance of Elturel.
Good to know.
He says, and he's actually going to ask you directly. You're not a Hell Rider, right?
I am not a Hell Rider.
And he'll make an insight check.
Please don't roll a 1 and think I'm lying.
Well, it's probably not going to affect anything right now, but okay. Zach will remember this. Okay. He says, "You're free to go. Remember, I can't help you anymore. Good luck. If I see you again, it's probably going to be at the end of my blade. Well, in here anyway."
Well, all right then.
Edmund would
Derek?
thank him, except for that last part.
Thanks, except for the implied murder.
Except for the last thing.
Yeah, thanks except for the threat of life. Hope I don't see you again anytime soon. Goodbye. Come along, Trisha.
All right, I've moved everyone to the world map. So yeah, all your stuff except for the stuff I said is gone.
Now I have to do math.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine.
Um.
Read what you said.
Oh, wrong map. Oops, I moved you to the world map.
I thought, yeah, that's what you said, though.
I
So you
meant to move you to
technically-
Baldur's Gate map. Yeah.
What am I doing? Avernus.
Okay. So you guys, it's early in the morning. You're level 5 and you have a full night's rest.
Oh, did dawn break? Did dawn already come through?
Yeah, you can recharge.
Okay.
Let's see. Bag of holding. I'm assuming they took the skull head of Oz as well.
I'm gonna say yes.
Crown.
Anything that
skull,
looks suspect or cultish.
three-headed silver skull flail.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's gone.
The leather spellbook. The
No!
gold books.
The spellbooks are fine.
Spellbooks are fine.
Except for I think there was one that had a
the
skull.
necromancy. Yeah.
Yeah, that
The
one's gone.
necromancy one's gone. Okay. The 3 cultist books, though.
The regular spellbooks are fine as long as they didn't have anything obviously culty on them.
I don't know. I wrote 3 cultist books.
Those are spell.
Parentheses, simple spell books.
Yeah, I think they're fine. I don't think they
I'm
had
gonna change
anything.
that. I'm gonna change that to 3 spell books then.
Yeah.
So as not to be confused with obvious cultist-looking items. Ball mask is gone. Cultist dagger. What about the standard skull flail, the one that's not silvered?
Yeah,
Taking
that's
that.
gone.
Okay. Ritualistic daggers of Orcus are gone. Golden
Yep.
Idol of Inigo is gone. And Amber's gone. Currently in the bag of holding, boys, we've got 3 spell books, a bedroll, and a shovel.
That's a good way to clear up space.
And the gold?
No.
No,
Or the-
Gold was all cultist print.
all that money had the Tiamat symbols on it. I'm pretty sure all of it did, right?
yes, that's correct.
Oh, okay. So I missed that.
Actually, we would still have the 10 gems, the 10 agate gems.
Yeah, those would be fine.
Yep, and the extra shield. So we can still sell all that stuff.
Yeah, the shield's fine. It has a fist of Bane on it, but it's fine.
Oh, does it?
I don't think anyone would.
It's 5 gold. You can.
Yeah, it's fine. I will let you have this. All right.
I'm more so mad if you took it. But yeah, we lost the 6,900 copper, 1,500 silver.
Cool.
So let me subtract that off my character sheet. Because I had already added that money.
Did you add it to yours or distribute it to everybody?
I only added it to mine.
Okay, good. That makes it a lot easier. We don't have to do reverse math on everybody.
Yeah, just on me. Now I'm going to remove... I'll remove that stuff.
So that's not that bad, guys. You didn't have
Question.
too much of a death.
It's no changeling fight. That's
Oh
for
my!
sure.
Those guys would have robbed you blind. You would have been left in rags. Are you saying question, Eldrin?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say it, and then you guys keep talking.
Sorry.
Question for you guys: pass without trace or spike growth? What do you? Do you think we'll ever use pass without trace?
What, Pastoral Trace adds 10.
That's 10.
So you got to figure I get disadvantage, as does Intimidate, I think. So is the plus 10 worth it? Like, is it going to make a big enough difference? Like, if it's going to make it where we on average do pass stealth checks, then it's probably worth it. But if we're still going to fail them, then you're already stealthy enough. It's probably useless.
Yeah, it's not for me. It would be
Yeah.
for the
Right, it'd be for us, but I don't know what the math is on that. If you take it right now, I don't know how ranger spells work. Can you retrain them later?
a different level.
Got it. Okay.
What was
Actually,
the
I'm not taking any more ranger spell levels, so I don't think so. Actually.
Got it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, with disadvantage, is it worth it for him to even try to give us pass without a trace?
Disadvantage is like 4.5.
My stealth, it's basically -5 + 5 for advantage and disadvantage on a roll.
Okay.
So I have
So
a
we're
negative
talking-
one. I have a -1 stealth. So on an average of 10, I roll a 4. So plus 10 would give me a 14 on average.
Versus passive perception generally is when you're using it,
Right.
which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. But that's assuming I roll a 10. which
I
is the
consider
average.
Pass Without a Trace one of the best spells in the game.
It's really
Yeah.
good. What's the other option? What's it called?
It's spike growth. It's good AOE, damage dealing and
Yeah.
area control. But I'll do pass without trace. Then
Okay.
hopefully you guys can take care of the AOE.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
take
hopefully we can
fireball.
take that,
so-
and then damage you do a good amount already, obviously,
Yeah.
and then Pass Without Trace will make it so that we don't automatically fail. with any
Yeah.
stealth
My
checks.
level 2 spells are mainly gonna go for spirit, healing spirit.
You're grabbing Healing Spirit.
Yep. Somebody's gonna heal.
Healing Spirit is
I have
also
heal,
another
but the
one of the
problem
best
is I
spells in the
can't
game.
No,
I
no,
can't
it's
heal.
not.
Yeah,
Not.
there's no way to use healing with that lady who was counterspell. I'm like, uh-oh.
Well, that's
Because
not
I'm
it.
going to heal over.
I can't heal much in combat. I can do a little bit better now. I
You
think
can heal for 20, right?
I can, but it takes my full action to do it.
I mean, it's 20
So-
healing.
He has to be in melee with them too.
Yeah.
Well, he can heal himself too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, I can.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm thinking I should pick up Beacon of Hope.
There's a
at the
calculated
beginning.
risk in that fight. I didn't think I was actually going to go down.
Healing Spirit.
Pass without. Okay, so I'll go with pass without trace.
All right. So you guys are near the Basilisk Gate in a small area that's a building that's clearly set aside just for that small jail. What would you guys like to do? You've got a couple of new leads. You have a task you were given. And yeah.
So
So-
how are we gonna assassinate that lady?
Yeah, I'm actually on board with this idea.
Let's do it.
You could certainly try.
Hopefully you're talking about that in private, and it would not be on board with assassination.
You might be pretty suspect if she suddenly found dead after that.
We can bail.
Yeah.
We don't need to be in Baldur's Gate anyways.
It's true. You could just leave.
Yep.
Find adventure in another land. I'll open up another module book.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Storm
Time
King's
to start
Thunder, boys.
one.
Let's go.
It's time for Storm King's Thunder.
If we had been able to level up, my god, we could have gotten out of there.
Oh god, if you guys were
If we
level
were
5
already
for that
five,
fight,
yeah.
oh my god.
It
I'm
wouldn't
gonna-
have been a fight.
Yeah.
We would have gotten the hell out of there. It would have been as simple as 1, 2, 3.
We could have gotten out.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we've lost our lead. We're going to question mercilessly.
Yeah, Amric was
we are
already
now-
using the noble stuff, so
Persona non grata with at least one place here, and now on thin ice with the Flaming Fist. As much as I'd love to keep investigating the cultists, now we don't have any other stuff to actually keep the leads up. We can just get the fuck out of Baldur's Gate.
Well, we gotta ask the lady what she wants.
I think we need to at least do that. Otherwise, she'll just send mercenaries.
you
Or
mentioned a
some
trade.
crap
Maybe
like
the
that.
trade's something. Maybe this trade's something we want to do anyways. Maybe it's beneficial to us.
Probably.
Maybe
I
the
don't
trade
see
is
how it
maybe,
could
maybe the
possibly
trade is
be beneficial.
maybe the trade is investigate why the hell I had fiends hanging out on my crow's nest.
I doubt it.
You might be able to question her, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, so we can definitely go talk to her.
Okay, let's go back to the Low Lantern.
Should we prepare spells?
Yeah, you had a full night's rest.
You should prepare Song of Truth or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's always prepared.
Oh
I
my
think it's
god,
one of my-
please
I think
don't
it's
try to
all-
cast magic near her, I swear to god.
Well, we can talk. We can talk about it.
I think I always have that prepared. I'll check in a second. But
Like, don't do it by surprise. We can tell her what it is.
Okay,
She's gonna want to know we're telling the truth as well.
alright. So I'm just gonna move you guys to the map.
Actually, yeah, do that. I have something we can just go ahead and tell her in the zone of truth, so she could be like, "Oh my god, you guys are telling the truth. Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Exactly.
Anyway,
Jeez, you guys are savage!
well, what we could do is I mean we could tell her we're casting Zone of Truth on ourselves.
yes.
Well, you put it on the
But
ground.
ask us anything about what just occurred.
I'm saying,
And
like,
you
if she
cast
doesn't-
Zone of Truth, and you look her straight in her stupid face, and you're like, "We were telling you the truth, and you lost men over it. We're not paying you a damn dime."
If she was, I'm saying if she didn't want to be in the Zone of Truth, we could cast it on the floor where we're away from her to where she's not in it.
Oh my gosh, I'm even afraid to let this social encounter happen. Oh my god.
Oh, no, it's.
I'm
it's
terrified.
Not, probably not happening.
This is not gonna go well. But that's what's exciting about D&D.
I have magic arrows on my actual quiver.
Okay. Alright, so did you guys move maps? Did I move you guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lorelra and the guards, as you approach, I'm going to put you guys down here. You guys can rearrange yourselves however you want. Are cleaning up the deck, mopping up blood, doing repairs to places that were hit by massive area of effect spells.
Her own fault.
Yes.
Fireball.
Yeah, sorry. Nope. Just trying to get it set up. That did not.
Let's do it, Alex. We can take it.
Cowabunga it is.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh god.
Go ahead.
I have 3 attacks now, Alex. Let's do it.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
That was a slip up. Please ignore it. I am, by all means, just following the crowd, listening in.
Alright, so as you approach, one of the guards yells back to Lorelra, says they're here. And she says, "Oh, come aboard," you hear from the middle of the ship. You guys can do you. Move yourselves as you want.
I'm not gonna go on board quite yet.
Okay.
Just gonna kind of hold where I'm at,
Okay.
and just kind of yell, say like, I think I'd rather just talk out here on the deck.
It's the sailor superstition to step on a ship you want to burn. You shouldn't do it. It's badly.
That's a bonus action.
She walks over to the plank thing here. It says, "Look. You all fucked up. You attacked patrons on my ship. You robbed from me. You killed some of my guards.
Actually, that's your fault. They attacked us. We just defended ourselves. And we gave your stuff back.
They try to poison us.
Alright.
And Yeah, your establishment did try to poison us. So,
She
apples to oranges.
says,
Everyone acted a little weird.
"Look, you killed 4 of my men.
They attacked me first.
Look,
That is
you
true.
started using, I don't even know what that was. You started
cloud.
casting spells and magic. Look, when you're being asked to put down your weapons for search, and then instead you decide to run into the middle of my men and start using whatever mysticism that was, what do you expect us to do?"
You have a cultist among you. One of your bartenders tries to poison us, and you want us to give you your weapons. We don't know if you're clear.
Not to mention, those 2 ravens were clearly demons or fucking infernals, at least. So we could have given you our weapons, they could have turned into whatever they actually were, killed us, and then what would you be?
Look, here's my
Cleaning us
offer.
off your deck.
Here's my offer. You can either pay me 100 gold per head that I killed so I could rehire men and pay off their families so they don't try to sue me, or you could work here and trade until you pay off your debt on the ship.
Remember that thing about stepping on a ship you want to burn?
Trisha, we have a job for you.
I mean, to keep her out of trouble.
She says, otherwise I'm just going to report you to the authorities with a full report of what happened. You say all this stuff, all I know is it's your word versus mine, and my ship has 4 dead people.
We can prove that it's true.
You also attacked a noble on my ship.
Who tried to poison
I don't
us.
know. I don't know what noble you're speaking about. There was no noble here.
Good.
She kind of looks at you strangely. She's gonna make a. Can you give me a? You're not lying.
I'm not trying to
Well,
deceive.
you're not. Well, it's kind of. It's being weird. It's not like a lie, but it's not like a truth either, because obviously she knows that the guy was here.
Right.
I'm gonna pick deception because your deception and persuasion are probably the same. It doesn't matter.
I mean, she can just do an insight to see if she can pick up what I'm putting down.
Yeah, but which is versus, I guess, how good your persuasion or deception would be, right? Like,
So the better perception, the more she'll get it. Or the
the
better,
better insight, yes. And if
Well,
yours
but
is
I'm
higher,
trying-
you're conveying
but I'm
your
trying
message
to-
better.
I guess I'm trying to also let her know. So I don't know. So what is it? This you want to do deception?
Yeah.
Maybe you should word it like, I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, a noble would never come down to the lower city or something like that.
Well,
Just don't say her in. Don't say her in. That's probably offensive.
All right. She doesn't seem to be picking up what you're putting down. She rolled a 3 as well on top of your 5. You guys are not communicating well on this subject. She's just like,
It's not all over again, no.
no.
You
So
guys- you guys can chime in as well.
she says, look, like, you went to jail. I feel like I have a pretty strong case here. It's undeniable that you stole from me. You all admitted it. You tried to give me my stuff back. You threw it on the floor unceremoniously. These are precious arcane
I
relics.
neatly place it back on the floor, thank you very much, and then
My
you tap on it
some
with
of
your
my
spells.
paperwork is still in the middle of the water. It just floated away in the wind.
I wonder where that wind came from. Was it possibly the storm you caused?
We're not getting anywhere. Look, we
She
can't
seemed
be
very
tied up
concerned that
here.
there was cultist business happening at her place.
Can we discuss this as a party?
Sure.
Are you guys doing this in front of her, like huddle
No, I'm
time?
asking her. Can we discuss this as a party?
I invited you on my ship.
I'm
No, I meant us as a party. Like, can we converse amongst ourselves for a moment?
Do you want me to
your
just
offer?
walk away? Okay, sure.
Or we can take a few steps this way. It doesn't matter.
It's fine. I'll get back to cleaning. Come back when you've come to your senses.
Yeah, I mean, we're not like I'm not leaving. I just want to take a step away and like.
I mean, we can
huddle,
step-
like a huddle up.
Yeah, just step
we
away.
we can't be working on the ship. We got stuff to do. I'm not keen on losing gold on top of the money we've already lost, but
I still like that fireball idea.
It was pretty good, yeah.
listen, we can't just go around killing people.
We shouldn't have killed them
I
in
mean,
the
we-
first place, says Trisha.
It's true.
They died of their own accord.
If
They
we all would have
decided
just
we're
dropped our
unified.
weapons, they wouldn't have attacked us, and we could have explained the whole situation. I don't know why Eldred flew off the handle like that.
Sorry, that's just Kenny laughing, not Edmund.
What was that, by the way? She asked.
So you just give your weapons away at any time somebody asks for them?
If it's a situation where I can avoid a fight, absolutely. We know we didn't do anything wrong on purpose. It was all a misunderstanding.
Well, you'll end up dead one day, just like the other guy.
Yeah, poor other guy.
Rip.
We've been in the city long enough. You know how nobles work. If he'd have seen us with freaking Amric in our bag, you know where we'd be right now?
At least I won't sacrifice my morality for fear.
It's not fear, it's practicality.
Fear
we
of
had
the
him, we just
unknown.
needed to leave.
You have to trust in the greater good.
So that's fine,
Gonna
Trisha.
die.
But when you walked out, they were asking for Amric. What's to say that they aren't just working with the cultists for Amric? We don't know that.
We
Especially
could
when
have
somebody-
asked.
They
And
were
they would've
trying
definitely
to.
told
A
us
huge-
history.
They're just gonna tell you, yes, we're working from him. Man, you really are gullible.
She kind of gives like a humph face, and she kind of looks towards Edmund for support.
Support her, Edmund. We're gonna rip the shit out of her.
The whole situation was sideways. A lot could have been done differently, but
So, but guys, do you think she even knows? Of course, understand Amric was here. He's a noble, but what he's actually involved with?
no.
I mean, she's still a spellcaster of high level. She's not dumb.
Yeah,
The guy had a
She-
fiend at his side.
she might know that he's not good, but I don't think she is related to any of that.
I think
it's
she
more
should
of
let
a-
him use it.
He's a paying customer.
It's okay.
So she
Trisha-
went through all that hassle to get a paying customer.
Well,
I mean,
a paying
sure,
customer
he's a noble.
and likely reputation, right? A noble goes missing on your boat. I mean, she's gonna catch hell. That was the last place that anybody saw him.
We should ask her, says Trisha.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't
Ask
just
her
believe
what,
everything
Trisha?
somebody's-
Ask her what? What should we ask her?
Ask
her
her if
associate.
she's working with the bad man.
Okay, Trisha, go ask her if she's working with the bad man.
Okay, she stomps off
I
defiantly.
I like how she sounds like she's 5 sometimes.
Dude, she's acting like she's a little annoyed. She's the only one that didn't go down in that fight, and nobody. Yeah, but yeah, she actually does stomp. Does anyone try to stop her?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Why don't we just do this instead of trading for some work done for an amount of time? We just trade for Trisha forever, and then
That
Oh my-
seems
They
like it
can
might
just-
be a plausible
That
idea.
sounds like slavery with less steps.
they can just keep her.
This way, she won't
She's
die.
better used than just dropping her weapons and not helping at all. While everybody around them is
Guys,
almost dead.
guys, she's on the boat.
That's fine.
Of course, she's on the boat.
Like, I'm not saying that it's
Fucking Trisha rolling higher persuasion than we did all last game.
I'm not saying she's right or wrong, but I mean, they were doing non-lethal damage.
I mean, you're supposed to. Aren't you trying to train her? You're not
I am.
correcting in or her behavior.
I don't. That's because I don't think her behavior necessarily needs to.
You
be
didn't drop
corrected.
your weapons.
The only reason I didn't drop my weapons is because a lot of you were going to fight eventually.
Well, but she did.
Well, I was trying to get us out
So-
of there safely.
Are you saying that your actions and her actions should be different?
Everyone's not the same. Odin.
All right, is she working with the bad man, Trisha?
Look, guys, and she kind of huddles in. Look,
She's totally evil.
look.
We gotta kill her. We
figured-
gotta get rid of her.
I figured it out. So she told me when I asked specifically about Amric, and she told me that they have a business relationship where he supplies her with wine for the bar, and she lets him rent out a space in the bar. That's it, she said. She has no clue what we're talking about when we say cultists or anything. And she just shrugs. It seems like they were just business partners. I don't know if she was telling the truth, but I believe her.
So you know what he was. correct, Trisha?
Who? Amric?
Amric? Yes. You know what he was, right?
Yeah, clearly he's a cultist scumbag.
Okay.
Working
And you-
with evil devils.
But you're okay with associates. That's what you're saying.
It doesn't sound like this lady really knows about his cultist stuff.
Even
Evil
though he
by
had a
omission.
thing with her.
Interesting.
I've been
him.
around Baldur's Gate for a long time, and I've seen spellcasters with devils in their servitude.
Is
And
she?
I
from
don't
Baldur's
appro- What?
I forgot. Is she from Baldur's Gate? I forgot.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever asked, but
I assume she was.
yeah, it might not even be true.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I didn't take her on the service.
But she would say, I know I've seen spellcasters with, imp familiars on their shoulder, and naturally I think that's horrible, but I don't think it's uncommon. She
Where's
shrugs.
Pip Kip when you need him?
Yeah, I mean,
Who's
to be
Pip Kip?
fair,
You'll find out soon enough.
Donald,
Yeah.
I hope you don't.
with my knowledge and research, could I kind of think through about familiars? Does that sound reasonable?
So you would know.
Just because you have a fiend doesn't necessarily mean.
You're absolutely right. Though, however, that like a basic find familiar spell wouldn't be able to get a familiar that strong. But there is absolutely magic that could bind a fiend to your service, especially a fiend of that string.
Okay, I guess.
It doesn't. Again, Trisha doesn't approve of
yeah.
it, but it's not like the strangest thing.
I guess my question. Thank you. That helped. But then, has it been particularly common in any of my experiences? Have I seen other people similarly, or this kind of seems like a one-off?
Yeah, you haven't seen
Particularly fiend familiar.
You haven't seen a lot of this through Baldur's Gate yourself. You've been here for a little bit. You might have occasionally seen someone with a strange familiar. Not necessarily sure if it's a fiend. You're not familiar with all fiends. But definitely interesting creatures. Spellcasters in general are pretty rare. In Baldur's Gate, you get a lot of different types, a lot of strange types. But yeah, like you've definitely not seen someone with a fiend that big. It was a small sized creature. It wasn't like medium, despite the token being that big.
Yeah,
but you would know
right?
find familiar at best is going to be able to pull in an imp.
Yeah,
So it would
imps are
probably be something stronger than that. What'd you say, Edmund?
Imps are tiny, right? Kenny's asking.
Yes, imps are tiny.
Yeah.
So it would be, if it was magic of some sort, it would probably be stronger than your average mage or spellcaster.
Okay. So I would tell the party, I'm like, well, familiar, yeah, pretty much, yeah. The not unreasonable for familiars of all types, but to have one like that large is a little unusual. I'm surprised the owner isn't more suspicious of him.
Regardless, if you're not gonna kill her, then this doesn't matter. Are we gonna pay her, or what's the deal?
I mean,
How much is she even asking for?
She's asking for 100. It sounds like a lot of gold.
400 gold.
400.
basically.
100 each?
400 gold.
100 per person. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
Let's
100
try
per
to
person, that would-
negotiate with her. Maybe we could tell her that, we lost some of our stuff, and I don't know. Maybe she's willing to listen to reason. Maybe we could offer her something in trade. Maybe, I don't know. I just think we should stop talking about assassinations and stuff like
I do
that.
agree with that.
Yeah, I also agree with not bring. I'm just as fine with skipping town.
Same.
We don't have to skip that.
So
If we
yeah,
just
I
pay
mean, yeah, but let's talk to her though. Maybe we can, because I want to know something.
Alright, you guys negotiate.
Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna stay at a distance larger than 120 feet, where I can still see the
Mhm.
boat
Okay.
and
Sure.
and them on it, and I'll tell them to stay on the top.
Okay. All right, so everyone else is on the boat.
Yeah, Edmund will head back onto the boat.
Derek will join as well.
I'm
she'll-
staying off the boat.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll offer to go inside. We could talk. We can negotiate over a drink.
Yeah, Edmund's not
Rather-
opposed to that, but he'll turn to the party.
My camera's not on.
See if they-
Sorry.
Yeah, I'd rather not. The last time we were down there, having a drink from your tavern, it wasn't Amric trying to poison us. It was your bartender. So, no drinks for us.
All right, give me a persuasion check on that.
Persuasion.
Yeah, in regards to staying up top and convincing her that this is a thing that happened.
All right, let me. Sorry, I lost my sheet.
You good?
$22.
She
Nice.
kind of looks at you, and she kind of like just tilts her head. She says, "Which one? Second floor or third floor?"
The one where the
Second.
noble wasn't on.
Yeah,
The middle
second, right?
floor. It was the middle floor.
The Kenku.
It was the third floor.
It was the third, for sure.
Oh, are we counting this as the first floor?
Yeah, I guess if you consider it, it was the floor without
Third
her
floor
on it.
down.
Yeah,
Correct.
one with Amric.
Yeah, it was definitely the one with Amric. I thought that was the second floor, but I guess if you're counting the deck, then
Yeah, and she kind of cocks her head towards Derek, and she says, "How do you know he was trying to poison you?" She seems genuinely confused.
I am also
did
genuinely
they
confused.
take-
I don't remember how.
we saw the vials, right?
Yeah, they didn't take the bottles, did they?
I think Antomilla or Derek saw
I have the bottle.
pouring
I,
stuff on
and
it.
also saw that. That's
Unfortunately, you're off the ship.
Yeah.
So you'd have
No,
to
no, I'm
call
just
me
saying
on that
for
shit.
like for him.
Yeah,
What happened?
yeah, so and I'll tell her, one of our party members clearly saw your Kenku bartender pull out a vial and slip it into the bottle of wine Amric was buying for us.
I can't believe that. He's been a loyal employee here for years. Do you have any proof?
We did have the bottle of wine at one point. I don't know if
You would still have
Flaming
it.
Fist took that. Okay. If you give me just a minute, I can probably go get it.
I have all day. It's gonna take me all day to clean this mess
All right.
up. She starts mopping up some blood.
I'd walk over. I'd tell Edmund, check the bag if it's there. Walk over to Anthony and say, "Hey, do you have the poison wine?"
I
She
produce
wants some
the
proof.
bottle of poisoned wine and hand it to her.
Are you on board the ship now?
He said he walks over, so if he walked over, I hand it to him so he can walk back. I'm not
Oh,
getting on that
okay.
ship because I feel it's going to be bad luck for their negotiations, and I kind of want to blow it up. So
How are you with Eldrin like 120-ish feet away? Or are you by yourself?
no. I'm sitting by myself. I'm comfortable on the dock. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I walk over, get the wine,
That's magic
Back.
missile range.
and say, "This is it."
She would look
and
at it,
pop open the cork.
and she
hand
would
it
say,
to her.
"This is definitely one of Amric's bottles. He's the one that brings the wine." And she'll start casting. She says, "If you don't mind, I'd like to see if this is actually poisoned."
Counter spell.
If you tried to counterspell her, she would counterspell your counterspell.
Can you Arcana check her? Free Arcana check her as she's casting, Derek, to see.
Yeah, she starts casting a spell. She says, "This will take a few."
You should be able to tell what she's casting with Arcana depending on your roll.
Yep, if you roll high enough.
Edmund's fine with it.
Nope, not today.
No,
If
you're
it's a
not
common
sure.
spell.
It's pretty common, but the DC is 10 plus spell level.
Yeah, if it's identify, I don't know. If it's detect magic, I know it.
No, it's
Yeah, I don't know identify.
Oh, actually,
It
this
might not
isn't a
even-
spell on her
it might
spell
not.
list. I lied.
It might not even be identified.
It was gonna be detect poison and disease.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, got it.
I'm just gonna story-wise make this work, even though it's not on her spell list, just because it seems cool. Um,
I think Edmund
Seems
knows
like
this.
something a bartender would actually have, to be honest.
yeah.
I think I have it, but it's not prepared.
I'm gonna say she cast it from a scroll. That's how cool she is.
Nice.
I
I ask her what she thinks.
She kind of looks. She's like, this is a bad poison. This is expensive. And she kind of
Nice to
sits
know
there,
worth the good stuff.
and she
Straight-
goes,
straight out of
and
the
you say that my bartender had this. And she kind of looks over at one of the guards and she says, "Get up, Flit." And the guard nods and goes down to the ship and brings up the king.
I just want to make sure before we get some innocent Kinku killed, the person that saw this, Elder or whoever, did see him spike the drink, the Kinku, right?
Well, it wasn't me, but it was Derek, I think.
No.
It was Derek or
Oh,
Anthemela. It was one of
it-
them.
Hi, guys. Like, passive perception. Hi, what's up?
Oh, the
Yeah.
passive perception.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
that's right. You have the observant feat. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're remembering correctly, and it wasn't just this poor king who grabbed one of Amric's bottles that happened to be poisoned. Like he knows he poisons the 1779 bottle, and he's like, "Go get me the 1779." You know what I mean? Like
I mean, you have Son of Truth, right?
fucking
You can make him say.
I do. Yeah, no. I'm trying to make sure that the Kinku was actually involved because I seem to remember that he poured something into it.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone else notices this. Unfortunately, the person that's relevant, Lorella, doesn't notice this. But when the Kenku notices you, he kind of like his eyes open wide, and he looks a little nervous, and he says, "This is Flit. How can I help you today?" In Lorella's voice, almost like they've practiced this as a greeting for her. And Lorella explains that the situation and how Flit is being accused of poisoning drinks. And Flit says, in a voice that you wouldn't recognize, it's actually a Dwarven voice. "Poison, I could drink..." Or, hold on, how was I going to say this? He's trying to say that... No, he'll say, Flit will say, "There's no poison in these drinks." And it's like a Dwarven sounding tone. And he's going to roll a deception check. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. This sucks. Alright, and Lorella looks at you all and says... looks at him and says, "This bottle has been poisoned. Can you care to explain that? This would come from your bar. You serve the wine." She kind of holds it up to him accusingly, and he kind of, "Oh my god, who did Antamila just kill?"
A fish. Let's go with that.
Rip fish. And Flit kind of looks around and says, I don't know what you mean." And Flit no poison drinks. And Lorella kind of looks at all of you and says, "We're kind of at an impasse here. Flit's worked here for at least 5 years, and I've never had any sort of complaints. Is it possible that someone else did it, or..."
No, we're not mistaken. I wouldn't just start willy-nilly casting things on your ship after our last meeting, but if you allow me to, I can. I happen to know a spell that can force truthfulness, not only from him but from us if desired.
That sounds extremely interesting. Flit, what do you think about that? And Flit would say in a girl's voice, "I'm scared." And Lorella just kind of looks at you and says, "Do it." And she kind of motions to a guard who grabs Flit, kind of holds him there. And I don't know how long Zone of Truth takes to cast, but
1 action lasts for 10 minutes.
She will stay out of it. Intentionally. You can take that as you will, but she kind of leans against the wall and looks at you all.
Obviously, I'd prefer her to be in it, but I'm not going to matter. It says it's a range of 60 feet and an area of 15 in a circle. So I guess I can just cast it on myself, basically.
Okay. As long as she's out of it, she's okay with it. So wherever you do it, she's just going to move somewhere else.
Yeah, she'd have to move more.
That's fine.
But, yep. So it is active. Charisma, DC 14.
All right. Do you know if they failed or succeed? That's an important thing.
Until this spell ends, a creature that enters spells. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails.
Or fails on its saving.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
He fails.
Excellent.
Make your party members and yourself roll a saving throw as well.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm mid.
This guy fails. Random bouncer number 5.
What was the save?
DC 14 charisma.
Nice.
You made it. You can lie all the fuck you want.
Oh boy. Not that
He
I.
stole 1,000 gold from her.
Yeah, right.
Done.
By the way, while this is happening, Eldrin, someone in a cloak is kind of approaching the position of the docks, and they're kind of rattling along as they walk as though they're wearing heavy armor. It's like kind of covering them. And you catch a glimpse of dark skin and red hair. It appears to be a woman, kind of slowly approaching you specifically.
Me or...
It was the docks at first, but she saw you close by and kind of shifted direction, looking towards you.
Okay. I mean, I am 120 feet away.
Yeah.
Edmund cannot tell
So
a lie.
I would imagine I wasn't on the line of the dock, but I guess maybe...
When
it
she
depends.
saw you, she approached your direction.
Sure.
Trisha failed also.
Okay.
Is he within eyesight? Not like.
Yeah,
careful
you can see
perception,
Eldrin.
but
He wasn't trying to
Yeah.
hide.
Okay. All right.
You can see this person approaching too.
I would...
Cool. Yeah, I would let her know that it took effect, and she can ask him whatever she wants.
I would do something, but let's resolve.
Yeah, just letting you know this is happening, so you have a thing that's going on too.
Yeah.
And she just flatly asked, "Flit, did you try to poison these people?" And they have to answer honestly.
Yes. They can not answer to avoid questions.
Yeah, Flit doesn't say anything. And she says, "Flit, if you don't say anything, I'm going to assume your guilt. It's better to fess up now." And Flit just kind of looks around, and Flit says, Flit will be paid well. And it's in the voice of Amric. Flit, you will be paid well. And she kind of looks at him, and her resting bitch face becomes active bitch face. She says, "You work for me. You don't work for Amric. I took you off the streets, you piece of trash." And she kind of gets angry and walks in this general direction. She'll make a saving throw.
Fail it. She's gonna make it.
She fails. You know she fails.
What?
And she kind of like grabs this Kenku and starts shaking him, and she says, "How much was he paying you?" And you kind of see like an altercation kind of happening in front of you. What do you guys want to do?
I ask her, you weren't aware of this? Of his dealings with Amric?
Complicity.
No! He supplied me wine. I supplied him a place to do his business. He's a moneylender. All this cultist crap you're talking about, I have no clue about. And she kind of slugs the Kenku in the face.
I look to Edmund. Meanwhile, while saying, I mean, you do understand this confusion. If somebody is, it is not unreasonable if you see somebody trying to poison you. How this could just easily get out of hand. Trying to protect ourselves.
And you understand.
Take Amric with us.
And she turns to you with the fury that matches the Kenku. You understand you could have told this to me when you were on board my ship before you killed 4 of my men. We could have done this exact same thing. Also, what does that have to do with breaking into my room and stealing my stuff? She looks at you pissed.
I would be like, that, yeah. That was just clearly a mistake. We thought that was Amric's room. Or I guess I would say I thought that was Amric's room because I can't speak.
I did too.
Yeah. I would also say I thought it was Amric's. And I'm not lying.
Well, you're in the zone of truth, so.
Yeah. Well,
I could lie.
She doesn't know if you saved or not. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
But, so again, that's just a very, very unfortunate set of miscommunications, escalation.
It resulted in the death of 4 people. I'm sorry that this person tried to poison you. You should have just simply told me.
We did tell you!
Did we bring up the poison? I don't remember.
Yes! I absolutely fucking brought up the poison.
Before starting a bar fight and stealing from my room. Oh, you're not on the ship. Never mind. Your comment doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, we mentioned the poison.
Yeah, so...
Look, I'm willing to look a little bit out of the way because of your circumstance. You know, I sympathize with your plight. You know what? This Amber guy's, a piece of shit. I'm not going to do business with him anymore. He's bribing my workers. That's not okay. But you caused the situation to occur that caused damage to my ship. You kill people. I'm going to have to hire new ones. You have to give me something here.
I'm willing to give you 100 for all of them.
Is that what a human life is
How
worth to you?
How loud is she being right now?
She's pissed. You could hear her if you were just off the ship.
All right, I stomp on the ship at that point. All right, are you going to end your dealings with Amric?
She already said she was, right?
Yeah, if Amric steps aboard my ship, he might not step off.
So you're going to need another supplier for your wine, right?
Yeah, I suppose I will.
Well, I do happen to have a connection in Waterdeep. My uncle owns one of the best taverns down there.
That'd be really interesting, but with the storm off the shore, I don't know how it'd get here very easily.
There's land routes as well.
There are. Are you talking about cutting me a deal?
I am.
Alright, so we can work out the particulars of this, but I want you to give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
Because she is genuinely interested in the idea of getting wine from out of the city.
Yeah, it's probably rare here.
Well, she has no wine supplier at all right now, and then combining it with out of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's into that.
Oh, God. Well...
This is going to be like a fail forward, though, so don't worry. It's like, she's probably going to accept
forward.
Well, unless you roll really bad, it's just going to probably jack up her asking price.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, so she's like, okay, so 100 gold, and she kind of points at Derek. And then she says, and we can work on the details of an agreement for wine that I assume, let's just say, normal going rate. Baldur's Gate wine going price. We don't have to talk about the business particulars here, but if you're willing to agree to that, then I'd be okay with 100 gold and the wine trade agreement.
I think that's probably an amicable way of resolving this. Sorry about your men, by the way.
she kind of frowns as she says, I didn't know them all very well, but it sucks that they died for something like this.
It does. Also, Anthemilla, give a charisma saving throw. You're within 15 feet of me.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah, if you were lying, that'd be really awkward.
I don't think she. But just say.
This is the cool moment where you get to use story stuff for cool in-game stuff. I love these.
That's cool.
With advantage? Actually, I don't want to save it. So yeah, I'm under the effect of it. So yeah.
Yeah. So I would
Of course they have it.
being as trying to say as polite as possible. I'd say I'm sure. Did they know they're affected by it?
Yes.
Under the spell, you know each creature. An affected creature is aware. Okay, yeah. I would say, can I personally ask you one more question?
Who, me? Are you talking to
I'm talking to
Lorel?
her. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you genuinely not know anything about the fiends that were on the top of your boat? It's of interest.
I still don't know what you were talking about. We were in the middle of a life or death scenario. I have no clue what you're talking about.
So, just so you know, those two birds that were on the top of your ship were fiends, much like the one that was hanging out with Amric. I don't know if they were the same kind. I don't have the ability to discern kind, but they were fiends of some type.
I haven't seen those birds back. It's weird because those two birds have been here for about 2 weeks now, and we thought it was strange because we would start to find seagull bodies on the deck, and we had no clue why they were showing up, and we just assumed that someone was shooting them with a bow or something as practice, like a needle. We had no clue. But they're gone now, and it's kind of strange because they were kind of slowly becoming a mascot of sorts. They were keeping all the other seagulls away.
They were using illusion magic, and one of them, you were occupied, obviously, as we all were. But one of them actually disappeared, turned invisible, and flew away. So just keep an eye out for them. I think if they haven't come back yet, either they don't think it's safe to return yet, or it's possible they were also working for Amric like the Spike Devil was. Maybe they were lookouts for him to make sure that if, the Flaming Fist or someone else was coming, that he would be alerted.
Mm-hmm. She would say, well, I'll tell you this. Amric said that he wouldn't be coming back here for a while when we got him out of your bag. So I don't think you could expect him to be back here. He'll probably be at his family's villa. You probably won't be able to find him here again, which is good for him, I suppose, because we'd probably have some words.
Yeah, makes sense.
He wouldn't like those words. When I say words, people get hurt. She kind of looks in the direction of Derek and kind of winces a little bit. She seems to feel a little bad.
It's probably for the best that we all forget that Amric was ever here.
Who's Amric?
Wait.
How did such a powerful spellcaster end up just owning it?
That'd be a great question to ask if you were on the ship.
Yep. Strangely, Derek has a... No.
You gotta retire at some point, man. Some people retire at level 20, some people retire at, level 10.
Yeah, I remember when I originally got this person, you remember I was having her do insight checks, and I was like, I think she's just a random commoner, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll, 1d20 plus 1, or 1d20 plus 0. And then I looked at the book, and I looked at her stat block, and it's like, Lorelra is a CR6 level 9 caster. And
Fuck!
I'm just like, oh boy. Has her full spell list, stat block, and
Oh boy.
I'm just like, I was worried about you guys dying against just the guards. I was very wrong about that. You guys would have just mopped up the guards easy,
Oh,
apparently.
the guards would have been no issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we were
But-
trying not to actively murder the guy.
But when I realized she was a CR6 spellcaster with Fly, who's aware that combat's happening, yeah, she precasted Mage Armor and Fly. That's what you caught with your Detect Magic, Kenny.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't cast those
Yeah,
in
they didn't-
combat.
Yeah, I detected magic off of her, and I was like, and I think one of them was transmutation,
Yeah, that's Fly.
and I was like, wait, is this chick shapeshifting?
Oh, that's why you were suspecting it? That's cool.
Maybe she was a fiend. I was like, she's transmuting, so she's like shapeshifted into a human form, and yeah, and she's casting fly, and I didn't see her cast fly, so I was like, she can innately fly.
Nani?
So like, yeah. That's where the gear started turning. I was like, okay, she can just like summon fly, like she doesn't cast it, and she's got and she's got transmutation magic on her.
Did you like the juke with me having her duck down in the crow's nest and cast Greater Invisibility?
Yeah.
No.
That was fun jukes. That was a juke McGook. Come on, guys. That was cool. Okay, so let's switch to Eldrin.
Oh yeah.
As Eldrin is approached by a mysterious figure.
How far away did I see them?
You would have noticed this person from a mile away. She is clanking in heavy armor, and she's covered in like a robe over it.
Okay. I'll probably start approaching the boat, trying to match her pace to keep her at the same distance.
Okay, yeah. If you're not standing still, she would just keep heading towards the boat.
Yeah. So I mean, I will meet the party,
Okay.
keeping her at a distance.
All right. Well, we can skip this for now then, because we'll then just do the interaction here as a party. Yeah, she's not going quick. She would have turned in your direction if you were standing by the side. But if you're just going towards the dock, she's just going to keep continuing that way. She doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
Yeah, my original idea is that I was kind of gonna be like off the side, like not clearly visible to everybody, but
Okay.
it's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So the situation with Lorelra, she's amenable to this. And she asks if there's anything else she could do. If not, I'll just not tell the guards about what happened. As long as you don't cheat on your deal, which I don't think you will based on this magical thing we're in.
Don't plan on it.
Yep.
I would tell her that we're staying at the Orange Leather Inn,
Oh.
and that if the fiends return, or if you see any other cultist activity, I would greatly appreciate it if you would let us know. You don't have to yourself, just send somebody maybe. But
Did Emmerich leave anything else in the boat?
Emmerich
Any
didn't
of
stay here.
Any of his possessions, but like on the
I don't think
on the
so.
whole
I
event.
guess in hindsight, it's kind of weird to assume he had a room. He's a noble, but
Well,
I didn't think about it.
Well, yeah, not a room, but like,
Yeah.
if he had like possessions and then like he was doing meetings, and because we pretty much took him, he didn't get a
Yeah,
chance
no,
to
I
grab
gotcha.
him.
He had stuff on him.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that
you-
wasn't on him. That was like in the boat that he left. If it didn't, it's fine.
Yeah, he didn't have anything on.
Yeah.
All he had on him that you found were the daggers. He actually didn't carry the gold he lends himself. It
That
was with
makes
the
sense.
red-haired one. Okay. Let me think. All right, so you guys are on the boat, and she says, "Well, if there's nothing else," she says, "If I find anything," and she kind of looks at you, and she says, "I expect you to pay me for information."
We can work something out.
Alright.
Everyone would go to leave, but they would stop and actually turn back and realizing they didn't ask. Just to make sure, and he turns to the king, who is like, you were just being paid for doing things for Amric, right? You have no cultist affiliations.
And the Kenku would answer immediately as to avoid suspicion, and it would just be no repeatedly in different people's voices. No cultist. No. Cultist is actually used in your voice. Seems like they probably never heard that word before.
Excellent.
I mean, he's still trying to.
Oh yeah, no, I'm leaving that to her.
Yeah. I'll alert the party of the person I saw. Did they look familiar at all?
No.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah,
unique looking person, though. Red hair, dark skin, heavy armor, kind of clanking along slowly.
Yeah, so I'll let the party know that somebody was approaching us. Kind of turned my way when they saw me.
You're on the boat now with us?
Yeah, whenever I arrive, I'll let you guys know.
Well, if there's nothing else, and she just starts continuing to clean up the boat.
Cool.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Is that person still approaching?
Yeah.
Let's intercept the interesting person.
We can work out the money thing afterwards.
No.
No. I mean, we're paying her right now. I mean, as far as how we do it as like out of character, like.
Oh yeah, you guys can figure that out.
No. Yeah, sorry, no. I told her
25.
I'm paying her 100. So, Derek gave her 100 gold, like you just saw him.
Right. But I assume that we're all going to give you, 25 each or whatever.
Okay, we'll talk about it later then.
Yeah. I mean, Eldrin might not.
Oh boy! And then Altamila's the one that did the deal too with the wine, so maybe she doesn't want to either.
We can figure that out.
I was assuming they were going to pay out of the party funds, but.
Okay.
We have 17 gold in the party fund.
Well, after we sell.
Because Derek didn't ask anything like,
yeah, we have the
he just straight up gave her this gold without even
that's fine. And
getting
that's fine.
input from you guys.
Yeah, we have those 10 gems, which are worth 10 gold each, so that's the 100 right there, technically.
Okay. So there's a suspicious person.
Yeah, so I guess we'll exit the boat. And more so than the quote-unquote suspicious person, but, what constitutes suspicious, but more so we'll see Eldrin approaching, obviously, so we can kind of, in our Final Fantasy lineup here, do.
Alright, cool. So, let's put Eldrin towards the back, because that's where Eldrin likes to be. Stop moving. Stop. Stay where you are.
Oh, sorry, I was getting to the party.
You can, hold on, let me just make this person visible. Okay, so a cloaked figure kind of starts walking up, and she kind of sees you. Are you all walking, or are you standing still awkwardly? I just want to know.
We're just coming down off the boat. Probably.
I thought Eldrin and the person were pacing, like they were side by side almost. So I thought that the rest of us was going to meet up with the two of them.
No. He was keeping the same distance, but keeping her at her pace.
I was keeping her at distance. They don't want her to get closer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Then I guess it depends on what you tell us when you reach us.
Well, yeah, I would tell us that there's, an armored, heavily armored individual seems suspicious approaching in our direction. They seem to turn my way. I don't know if you want to intercept them or try to walk by. What do you want to do?
Well, we can, suspicious how?
They're cloaked in the middle of the day. Not that that's weird or nothing.
I'm going to say that's the
Eldrin kind of pulls up his cloak a little bit. Eldrin would be suspicious of himself, to be fair.
Yeah, he would be suspicious.
Yeah, if somebody was like Eldrin walking around, he'd be like, that motherfucker.
That motherfucker trying to kill somebody, and he probably is. And they changed the way they were walking once they saw me.
Well, to be fair, okay, yeah, we'll stick with that. Actually, I like this.
Well, you said that they headed towards me.
Yeah, because you were off to the side near the dock.
Yeah. So instead of keep going down the dock, they went towards me, and then once I came back towards the boat, they came towards the boat.
That's true. That is 100%
Yeah.
true.
That it seems to me that they saw me and changed the way they were walking.
Okay, cool.
That's why I relate to the party.
All right, this person's approaching. What do you guys want to do?
Is this boat the last thing on the dock, basically?
Yes, let's just say yes. It's the end of the dock.
I mean, we should stop them before they get too close.
Yeah.
I was
Ask
gonna
them
say
what-
Derek was gonna say something.
No, I don't want to ignore them, but I want to greet them exactly what Elion said. Greet them to like have them stand their position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have our bulky plate armor.
So she's at 60 feet right now. Let's pick that number. What do you guys do? Anything?
Yell out, "Hey there!"
And she just keeps
in
walking.
an effort to okay.
30 feet. 15
Alright.
feet. Let's do it slower. 15 feet. She's walking slow.
So 45 feet.
Yeah.
She's 45 feet. If you don't mind, I need you to stop right there.
Okay.
what
The figure
are you doing?
stops and kind of looks up and says, "What?"
Are you just trying to have a drink? It's been a really rough day for me and my friends here. Just a little on edge is all.
She kind of looks, you can't really tell because she's a little far away, like she looks a little confused, and she says, "I'm here to see someone," and she moves forward again, like she resumes moving another 15 feet.
Are you here to see a certain noble?
She kind of lifts up her head, and she kind of has a bright smile. She's young. She actually kind of reminds you a lot of Trisha. She's
God.
she's kind of young, and she says, "Yes, actually, is he here?"
No, unfortunately, he scurried away before we got here. We were looking for him as well.
Oh, do you have an idea where he is?
Right at this moment, no.
What's your business with him?
She kind of peers over all of your allies, kind of like crooking her head up as tall as she could get. She says, "Who's asking? Why do you want to know?"
We have a particular interest in his business goings.
Why?
Right, that's suspicious at all, Aldrin.
I mean,
It's
at this
definitely an
point-
interesting question.
You guys are just.
Um,
I just want to get to the point. Seriously.
Sorry,
That's fine.
I do have something. Just give me a second, guys.
Okay.
How does? Okay. Why? Did you want a drink? And I kind of point towards the ship. I was like, "Let me get you one." And really, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, "Here, let me here for a drink. Let me get you one."
Oh, no thanks. I don't drink. I'm just here to
okay.
see the. I'm just here to meet somebody.
Okay.
He knows something that I need to know. But if he's not here, I just have to double check to make sure he's not here, and then I guess I'll be on my way.
Yeah, let me get out of your way. And what I would like to do is try to whisper to my party is telling them the Zone of Truth is still up. We can get her on the ship. Ask her there.
Yeah, it does last for 10 minutes. It's true.
I guess we can double back and check and see if he's still here or not. Let me just go ahead and scurry up here.
Oh, that would be great. And she kind of moves closer. She's 15 feet away now.
I'm gonna run over to Lorilla and inform her that this lady is looking for Amaric and to kind of keep her at the zone.
You said
of
she's
truth
15 feet away,
Yeah.
so she's
very
within
quietly.
It's not centered on me, is it?
It's where she is on the map right now.
the. You
No,
said
I mean I'm saying Zone of Truth is not centered on me.
you said you targeted on yourself
I don't
On a
think
You create a
point
magical
of
zone
your
that
choice.
on a
Yeah,
point of your
yeah.
choice. I see. So where you were
point of
standing.
choice.
Yeah,
where you
where
were
I was
standing,
originally.
yeah.
I see. I see.
So
As
it
soon as she
covers
gets
all
on
the
the
way to
boat-
like here.
They're gonna know when they're under the effect of a spell, though.
Yes.
No, that's true.
So
So
that's
she-
kind of weird.
But if you box in the gangplank,
That's gonna
it's
throw her off.
She's still coming.
yeah. If somebody needs to follow her
Derek is like, nope.
Well,
I was gonna say somebody needs to follow her up the stairs. I can't say this. I'm already on the
I
boat.
got you.
I
Just
can't
do
do
your
anything.
thing.
All right, she's gonna keep going. She says as she passes by you, "Excuse me," and then she kind of pauses and gives you a look of like familiarity. It's weird. She kind of looks you up and down.
Who?
Eldrin.
Like she knows me, or
She thinks it's like you think you recognize someone, sort of thing,
yeah.
and then she keeps going.
Y'all hooded creepers.
She does the same thing to you, Edmund, actually. She looks at you for a long time, actually. She kind of stands there. Of course, exactly on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks at you suspiciously for a while.
Alex lost his headset again.
My headset?
No, Alex.
Oh, got it. And then she moves forward. She's going to make a saving throw.
Charisma DC 14.
I need to see what it is.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
She fails,
This is what I'm going to have to do.
and she looks around and says, "What's this?"
Just a precaution.
Unfortunately necessary.
What's your business with Amric? Edmund says in a demanding tone.
And she would kind of look at you confused. She would say, "It is important. I need to talk to him about El Terrell." She says kind of defiantly as she keeps walking.
Do you have an update about El Terrell? Is it any worse?
Is she a Hellrider?
When she gets close to Edmund, she stops and looks at him. And she reaches out her hand towards you, Edmund. What do you do?
Don't let her touch you. Trish might get jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, don't
Yeah,
let her
I
see
would.
them.
I think I've seen Anthemilla cast Inflict Wounds before, which is touch, and I know touch spells exist. I would grab her wrist. No touchy.
Give me a... We're gonna do opposed sleight of hand checks. That sounds fun. She's gonna try to
really?
dodge your hand mid your attempt to grab her hand.
Ugh, sleight of hand. Gross.
Seems to make sense, right?
I mean, my -1 disagrees.
Well, D&D is not always about how good you are at a stat. I don't think she can fail because she has a +1, but let's see how good she does it. Okay, yeah. So you try to grab her wrist, and it's almost like she's trained, actually. And she kind of bypasses you and kind of like knocks on your armor. And her face lights up brightly. And she's like... She like kind of leans in and whispers, "You're one of us?"
I'm into size.
If I heard that,
She's whispering it very particularly.
Okay.
If you're trying to listen in, give me an active
I
perception.
hear that?
yeah, I would. Do
Yeah,
that.
you're right next to it. Ultimately, you hear everything within 50.
I was gonna say, Antomila hears everything.
If she
100%.
says that,
Want to discuss this on?
yeah, I was gonna say if she says that with what Zod said, I would say we need to. I would say, Lorela, can we go inside? Can we go have a drink? Not necessarily meaning with her.
Lorela's like looking at you. It's like in the morning. She just lost one of her bar staff.
Yeah, I get it. Like
She says-
it would be implied that like we don't necessarily need the drink. We just need to be out of.
She says, "You're in a zone of truth. Do you promise not to cause any problems down below?" Also, Eldrin, you don't hear it with your passive.
I promise. I just want to have a conversation with her. Out of earshot of any people that may pass by.
You break it, you buy it, and she just kind of waves you by. There's nobody in there anyway.
Understood. And I would like motion for her to see if she'll go.
This girl seems excited and willing to do whatever you suggest, pretty much. So, if you're asking her to go inside, we'll move inside.
Yep.
Alright.
Dragging the party. Is everyone coming, including Derek, who's down here by himself?
After seeing them start to go downstairs, and yeah, I'll run up after them.
Alright, let me do a copy. Let me do a paste
Here
down.
we go again.
Back down to the low... Man, this map got more use than I thought. I'm excited. Boom. Alright, shift ping. There you guys are. Alright, so what's the plan? Have you found him yet?
Right here.
Yeah, you can move yourselves wherever you want. She looks at you with expectations, Edmund. What's the plan? Have you found out where he is yet?
Oh, Amric?
No, the priest.
I know who she's talking about.
You ask that, Amric?
Yeah, I say Amric in a questioning tone.
You must be here because you met Amric. Did you meet him?
We spoke.
He's supposed to know. And she kind of looks at everyone else and she says, "Are they all with you?"
They are.
Okay, so I can speak freely?
Yes.
What's your rank, by the way?
Shit.
It's a
History check?
Yeah, please.
To know the ranks? I guess it's history, right?
Yeah.
I'll show my brooch.
Would religion help here at
Ooh.
all?
Okay, hold on. There's a lot of questions happening. Religion, no. History, yes. Brooch is a good one. So hold on. Let me do Edmund's first. You've heard the term captain thrown around here and there.
Yeah.
You can probably guess, but in the middle of your thinking about this, you see Eldrin reach for his brooch, and she says, "Oh, you're a full Hell Rider." And she kind of kind of kneels towards you, Eldrin,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, "What are your orders, sir?"
We are to find Tavius Creek.
Well, yes. Absolutely. Do you have any information on where he is? How can I help? I haven't found anyone else from El Terrell since I've been here.
Well, we've been.
You gotta be careful with letting people know.
Yeah, I know. I've been chased by Flaming Fist mercenaries for a while. I've been here. I managed to get in before they closed the gates. But I've been able to avoid them.
Really? We were working with them for a while. You're bad at
What? You were working with them?
incognito.
Oh, they didn't know. Got it.
We actually left El Trail well before the the holing. I don't know. Is there a name? Are they calling it something? What's in the Gazette? Anyway,
They're calling it something in the streets.
yeah, I'm sure. The something. Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the hole where El Terrell was? They
yeah, like,
affectionately
I'm sure
refer
it's got
to
some
it.
hip name, right? That
No, it's just the crater. There's a
the
crater.
cratery. But yeah, I would say basically we left well before that happened, and we've been cut off obviously since then. Can you tell us what happened? Were you there?
No, I wasn't. I was out on mission myself. And she tells you that she was just simply doing patrols outside of the city. Making sure there's no bandits on the roads, that sort of thing. And she would ask, You were stationed in Baldur's Gate?
No.
Oh, so you came here with the rest of the refugees then before they closed the gates?
We came here before the refugees.
Oh. Why were you here? That's pretty far from El Terrell.
Should we tell her about the sea word?
Investigating cultist and fiend activity.
Oh. I see. That's good. We're looking to take on the fight again. I didn't know about that mission. She seems like genuinely excited. Like
that mission's evergreen. It's always there.
True. She kind of nods her head. You're right. We have to finish what we started.
All we got from Emmerich was that Fabius was in the city somewhere, but no specifics.
Yeah.
We didn't get too long to ask.
Yeah.
Well, we have to find out then. We have to ask him.
Emmerich himself is a cultist leader.
What? she kind of like... Why would a cultist leader... And she kind of sits there thinking for a second. She's like, I've been asking around for leads. There's been a couple of people that have seen him. And everyone's kind of directed me in the direction of Emmerich.
A couple of people have seen who?
Thavius Creek.
Oh, wow.
They saw him when they were... apparently he made it into the gates before the gates were closed, kind of like me. I've been trying to find him to find out what our standing orders are. We have to retaliate. Obviously, fiends are the ones that made El Terrell disappear.
I mean, there was a fiend attack right before we left.
It's true. Spike
Wow.
devils. Was it spike? Spine?
Spined, yeah.
Spined devils, yeah. Droves of them.
I didn't hear about that. It must have happened when I was already out of the city. Or I was on
Most
patrol.
likely. It was
wasn't long
just
yet.
before we left, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that was the first wave.
Well, how can I help? If Amrick's not here, I was planning on going to visit him at the... he's part of a family, if you didn't know this. His family is a big part of the rulership of Baldur's Gate. I was just gonna go visit their villa.
Do you have access to get there? How were you planning on doing that? It's in the upper city, you know.
I mean, the guards here are corrupt. I was just gonna pay them money, and then I would just go to the villa and ask.
She's very direct.
It's not a bad plan.
I mean, you got to be careful though, because he's aware that.
Yeah, we might have made that plan a bit more difficult now.
Well, it's not like he was going to answer anyways.
Well, if he's a cultist, we have to kill him anyway.
That's true, but again, the whole part of the family that's ruling Baldur's Gate is going to become an issue.
Do we need more allies? How can I help?
Do you know of any other Hell Riders in the city?
No, you're the first
she
Hell
said
Riders
that.
I've seen.
That's right. Said that, yeah.
Yeah, we got to come up with a more comprehensive plan. We can't just go head into one of the biggest families.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a suicide.
What about any Knights of Torm?
I've been to the temple here. They don't have like knights. And she would kind of shrug. She says, look. If we don't have any other leads, I could just go and ask. I don't think there'll be any harm in asking. Maybe the rest of the family doesn't know about it and they'll be willing to help us out.
Well, considering that his brother was also part of the cult.
Oh.
It seems to be a family business.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Donald, I wanted to correct myself. I meant the companions. If there were any members that had gotten into the city.
No, yeah, she said that. She's not aware of anybody else that's part of the knighthood from Elturel.
Can I insight that last statement?
Which one?
That she doesn't. Nobody got in.
She doesn't know if nobody got in. She's just not aware of them. She's been looking for weeks.
Okay.
But yeah,
so,
you could absolutely insight that. You're not sure. You think she's on the level.
Have we been here for weeks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a couple weeks of downtime. That's right.
Yeah, it's like a month of then.
So you would estimate, based on what she's telling you, she probably got in a little bit after you all.
Yeah, we have to.
Or maybe a little before. Near the same time.
Remind me, out of character, he told us the obvious Creed was in the city, but he didn't. Did he allude to the fact that he knows where he is? Or did he just say?
I think we insight checked it, and
but-
we seem to think that he didn't know much more about
Yeah,
that.
I think it was just he knew he was in the city, right?
I'm not going to remind you on what you know for this one. This is a very important
That's fair.
check.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think that's what I had, but I mean, he could have just rolled really high, or
Yeah.
right, like I don't know.
Yeah, this girl seems to be convinced that he knows where he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's the
Well,
best lead we have, for sure.
Can try and
Yeah,
get
I
him
mean,
back
but if
and
we-
pop him in a zone of truth again.
Yeah, but if we show up at his villa, that's not gonna. I don't know if that's.
Look,
Yeah.
let's just sneak in at night.
Yeah, unless we can sneak in at night or
Yeah.
get him while he's out doing something else and kidnap him.
And Trisha would kind of speak up and say, don't you think he's going to be a little on guard after...
I mean, he probably will, yes.
I don't think he's going to leave the villa.
I would turn to Derek. We've established that the fiend that was with him was his familiar.
There's fiends here?
Multiple.
Oh, I get to put my training to use. I'm just a sergeant, but I'll be more than capable to help you in combat, sir. She's kind of assuming that you're a Hell Rider too.
Yeah.
She seems to be deferring to both you and Eldrin in these circumstances.
So far, I have avoided answering that question. A for me.
Well, you just got a rank out of her. She gave you hers,
Yep.
Yeah,
so.
higher than that.
Yep.
Um,
What was I gonna say?
Something about familiars.
Oh yes, I was gonna ask Derek. We know that that's a familiar. Would Derek know if basically Kenny knows that familiars can just be resummoned, but Edmund doesn't know that. Does Derek know how that works? The fact that we're gonna also have to deal with his spine devil if we go after him again. Like if we didn't kill it permanently, basically.
So let me correct something.
Yep.
Derek knows that familiars can be summoned, but this is beyond the scope of a normal Find Familiar spell. He might not know the specifics of what type of spell would bind that type of demon to a master.
Right.
Got it.
You know, based on your fiendish knowledge, though, that if you kill a fiend here, they just go back. So
Yeah. So it could just be a contract.
you don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I forgot that I do have special checks with advantage for fiend.
That's true.
What do we want to do?
We should assume worst case, and if not that one, he can bring another fiend.
Well, we know that there were 2 more on the top of the ship.
Yeah,
so.
we've seen at least 3 in the city.
So like regardless of whether that one comes back, they probably have more and they have experience. So the other thing is that they're also, hidden by illusion magic. So
Yeah.
if we're scoping out the area, they're likely to be on lookout. We probably won't, even with Pass Without Trace, I doubt we'll be able to.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to
Definitely, they see us before we see them, kind of thing.
Do we want to just get into the upper city and post up near the villa and wait for him to come out? I mean, he has to leave at some time, right?
Not necessarily.
No, that's true. He's a noble. He can probably have everything brought to him.
It's only 2 gold to bribe the guards. If you want to get in the upper city, if you just slip them 2 gold pieces, they won't even give you a second glance. I've been there before.
The problem is that if we he knows our faces, so maybe you could stake out the place.
Sure.
But you're also not very conspicuous.
What was her name?
We didn't ask.
Yeah, you didn't ask. And she would tell you her name.
She also didn't ask our names. So.
Yeah, but you guys kind of accosted this poor lady, put her in a zone of truth, and just went to a straight question.
Edmund wasn't playing around. Like, he demanded the answer because he thought she was cultist, and he's sick of this. Cultist every 5 seconds. He was ready to pull an Eldrin and just start blasting.
I had a feeling she was.
And she would tell you that her name is Rhea.
Reya?
Yes.
Sergeant, you said?
Yeah. She says, if you want me to scope it out, I could definitely do it. I almost went there before coming here. I was going to just ask. I'm glad I went here first and met you. The god,
by the way,
Tormus smiled upon us today.
Is there anything you could do, Eldrin, to help her stealthing? Because I like that idea of her using her face rather than us.
How conspicuous is Pass Without Trace?
What do you mean?
I'm not like they can't see us, right? Or like let's say we're really well hidden.
If you're trying to hide, you basically kind of blend into the surroundings around you. Okay. Naturally, so it still follows the same rules as normal stealth checks.
Right.
It just makes it harder for you to see. AKA, if someone's looking right at you and you're like in plain sight, they're going to notice you. It's not like hide in plain sight.
Right.
But if you have at least, I think the minimum requirement for stealth is it like at least half cover or something. I don't remember the exact rules for it. It basically amplifies, like you become one with the box you're hiding behind, thus giving you that +10. And you don't leave tracks, which is pretty cool.
Right. Can I guess this guy's self?
I thought you had it. You might not have it anymore, but you did.
This guy's self? I do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can cast it on other people. I guess I can cast it on myself and just scope out the place an hour at a time for a couple of days. Or get a room somewhere nearby and I can look through a window and stuff.
So there's that
the layout.
Yeah. So Ray could tell you a little bit about it because she's been in the upper city. You've been there a couple times, but the villas are generally walled. 10-foot high walls.
Oh, time.
Yeah, so like nobles kind of value their privacy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be looking inside. I would like looking out the window of a room is what I meant, like to see if anybody comes in and out.
Yeah, I mean the villas have gates. Some of them have more than one. Some of them have 4. It'd be hard to scope them all due to the size of some of the villas.
Yeah.
But you could certainly watch a gate if you wanted. You might not get the information you're looking for. Some nobles also might have, secret ways in or out. You don't know. Just things I'm giving you that Eldrin would probably consider.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I might be able to sneak in there myself and try to take a peek.
It's up to you.
With the cover of night.
You remember that when you were in the upper city, because
Yeah.
you went for a brief moment, there weren't like a lot of guards running around. There were guards. They weren't the Flaming Fist.
Right.
The Flaming Fist kind of seemed to stop at the gates, and that was it.
Yeah, I'm curious if I can scope out a gate, see if there's like maybe like gardeners or something like that that go in at
Yeah.
certain times or something like that, and maybe I can disguise myself as one of them. To go in and take a look at things.
All right. Is that what you guys want to do, or you have other things you want to take care of first, or
What is
alternate
the rest of
plans?
What
Yeah.
does the rest of the party think?
I'm okay with that. We can either just send her in, or we can, you can go with her.
Well, I don't think I was able to notice her.
She is cliggity clanky. She's
so you're
like
talking
it.
about you just going.
Yeah, like me scoping out the place, seeing if there's any. Oh, hello.
Hello.
I lost
Oh, we lost somebody. Oh no, Kenny. Okay.
testing.
Yeah, you're back. I can hear you.
Everything's fine.
I forgot what I was.
You were talking about going in there with disguise, though.
We were talking about
She's
cliggity clank
pretty-
armor too.
Yeah, like her staying away. Like you guys can stay in an inn farther from the village, and I can stay somewhere nearby
should-
that I can cast, disguise self.
Probably relocate to a new inn too,
You think?
Yeah, I don't.
for safety reasons.
I wasn't there, I guess. So, but
Why would we do that?
I don't know. He's seen our faces. He probably could pay off anybody who's seen our faces and find out where we are now. If
Okay.
he wants to retaliate.
Just if we're gonna
cover
do that, we should
oh, we lost them again.
Yeah, Kenny gets weird towards the end of the sessions.
dude, what the
Yeah.
hell?
It happens every week. Like towards the end of the session, Kenny just starts randomly cutting out.
We should let Lorayla know, because I told her to let us know
Oh, yeah.
if Amrit comes back and stuff. So we should let her know where we move to if we. Do
We
that.
probably shouldn't. We should probably come back and ask her. People can interrogate her or something like that. We don't want people knowing our location. Unless,
I think she can hold her own, but that's fair.
yeah, just in general.
Oh my god, she would murder Amric. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, not Emmerich.
That would even be close.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Emmerich himself.
She could murder 10 cultists in one cold of cold.
Yeah.
Maybe
She
we should stay here.
Yeah, we can say this is an inn.
Hey, that's not the worst idea.
It's not.
I mean, no one's gonna expect us to be here. We did totally trash the place, kind of, and as far as those, I assume spies, those crows, no, we were taken by the guard from here. I mean, this is like the least likely place anybody would look for us.
That's true.
Actually, don't hate the idea.
I don't either.
I'll go ask her.
I guess the only
I
thing
can't hash out the details on the sneaking. I'm gonna
I guess
go
the only
hash
thing-
out this with Orla.
the only thing is, like, if we're gonna be doing stuff in the upper city, do we just? Is there a way for us to stay there, or?
They have inns for visitors in the upper city, Ray would say. They are expensive.
Right.
They are very expensive inns. Like, I'm talking 5 gold a night. Like,
Right.
expensive. They have baths, though. Very big, comfy beds.
What are you trying to say?
What?
What's you trying to say?
Nothing, sir.
Alright, that's what I thought.
Is she your squire? She kind of looks over at Trisha.
Is she asking Eldrin or Edmund?
Both of you. Either of you. In your general directions.
Yeah, I would say she's my squire.
Oh, I remember my squire years. And Trisha kind of looks like a little offended because she's like the same age as this woman. Like they basically are like the same age, but you could tell like this woman's wearing full plate, and she seems to handle herself pretty well. Like she could probably hold herself in a fight really, really well. And Trisha looks a little jealous.
I want plate armor.
I want plate armor too.
Couldn't we just? Yeah, should take this one.
Let's just kill her and take it and give it to Trisha.
Well, not the armor. Just replace.
Oh,
Yeah, let's leave Trisha here to work
Poor
off our
Trisha.
debt.
Yeah,
Take Rhea.
She has a very, very similar, like, it's actually a Trisha clone. Like, she is basically, like, as bubbly about things as Trisha. It is basically better Trisha.
I bet she will fight.
But with more common sense and clearly some backbone and tooth in there.
Oh, she's pretty, she walks with confidence. Like,
Yeah.
she's got the girth.
poor Trisha.
Trisha got cucked.
No.
Rip.
Trisha 2.0. Found the better model, boys.
You can tell Trisha wants to say something, like, almost like she wants to spill the beans about you guys. These guys are really but she's holding it back, and she has, like, a pout on her face. Alright, what do you guys want to do?
So do we want to stay
Hell
here?
Rider. Okay.
You're honorary Hell Rider.
Honorary.
This title.
I took it off a
says-
dead corpse, man.
Yours is it'll be a problem, but
Listen.
yeah.
Also, how did she know? Did she just recognize the armor even without the symbol?
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing, like, a specifically made type of
Yeah,
plate
that's
armor.
a-
And then she gave it, like, a knock, and she's like, that's a familiar sound.
Yeah.
And then she kind of just got magical Wuju vibes off of Eldrin's thing. She gave him
That's
a
what
quick glance.
That's what I figure.
Yeah, I was like, that
for
seems
him,
like
I
a
think-
thing.
Yeah. I like that.
It's like when immortals can sense each other in Highlander.
She carried herself like a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confident.
Are you just saying that because she carried herself like you carry yourself all stealthily?
Exactly.
You see yourself.
She has a hood. I have a hood. We're brethren.
We're brothers.
You're clearly a good guy.
She's got it.
Okay, so do we party vote? Do we want to stay here? Do we want to ask Lorela if we can stay here?
It's cheaper to stay here and pay the 2.
I mean, yeah, we'll be giving her extra gold, right? Like it's more
Exactly.
payback.
And we can help with the cleanup, and, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
There you go.
Alright, so you asked Lorella if he could stay there.
Yeah,
I think-
like actually
I think
thinking
that would
about
probably-
it, Orange Leather Inn's probably not the best place for us right now in case somebody comes for us.
Exactly.
But I mean, maybe you have room to rent.
So you're asking me, you suspect there's people after you, and you want me to let you stay here.
Well, they've seen us go in the
I
Orange
remember-
Leather Inn. They haven't seen us come here.
And as far as we know, those little crow thingies might have been scouts, so they saw us get taken away from here. No one's going to expect us to be here. We're still investigating Amric.
It's the last place they think.
Yeah.
She'll say, sure. How about
Hey.
2 gold a night for each of you?
Do we know what the normal? What's the rate we're paying?
Not even close to that expensive
Yeah,
for
that
this
seems
place.
real expensive.
Like, you would expect for a place like this, like, the highest end is maybe a gold, but probably, like,
And I go per
Yeah.
room, right?
yeah. And these aren't real rooms. Like, there's 1 room, and then
Right.
there's 4, like, yeah, pseudo rooms. But she kind of sees an opportunity. So she says, I mean, there's risk involved with me letting you stay here, it sounds like, from what you just said.
I'm sure you'll be able to counter anything that comes against you.
And she says, you bet, and she winks at you and smirks like a devilish smirk.
Salt! Salt!
I mean,
It's up to you. She kind of shrugs and smiles.
I would like to counteroffer 2 gold a room, not 2 gold a person.
I mean, that's the same thing, isn't it? She kind of looks at you confused.
Oh, is it?
She says deal. She says deal and reaches.
I was assuming there's multiple beds in a room.
No,
Whether or not-
each room has 1 bed.
Then no. I wouldn't say that.
Deal.
Well, they can have one bed, but we can still sleep in that.
There's one large room with one bed, and then there's 4 that have just a bed in them.
Yeah, 2 gold a person is kind of.
Okay.
I
don't.
I wasn't saying that out loud. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's an obvious ripoff,
Yeah.
but circumstances and situations.
Anybody with charisma wants to try to persuade?
I think it's going to need more than charisma. I was saving these. I bring out 2
Ooh.
flasks of special blend of Thunder Brew that my uncle makes. I was like, how about we start our deal early and at least for, let's say, 2 flasks, maybe 4 nights?
Is this a demo of the alcohol I'll be getting through the trade? Is this the wine? Or...
Yes.
Oh.
And I literally have that on my character. I've just been holding on to them.
She will say. So 4 nights. And she's thinking. She says no. Are you serious? Hold on. Like we sell a glass of wine here for a silver.
Try it.
Okay. I want you to give me a performance check, 1 for the quality of the wine.
Okay.
And we're going to make that the performance, whoever brewed it. And then a persuasion check to follow. Or deception, depending on how bad your roll is.
But it's
I
Alright.
asked Camilla to give her advantage.
Okay. Wait, you're helping her somehow?
Yep.
You're going to take a
Yes,
sip and be like, oh, this is so good.
Yep. I'm just be like, yeah, come on.
Fantastic.
I love this. Okay, go for it.
Alright, so first is going to be the performance.
I want like a natural 20 here, please.
I would love that. I would absolutely love it.
Do you have inspiration? You should use it.
You can stay here for a year for free. This is the best
Doesn't
one I've ever
inspiration just
tasted.
automatically give me advantage as it is? So,
Everybody has advantage.
Oh, you already have
Yeah.
advantage. That's true. True.
Yeah, like if it gives me another roll, I'll totally take it.
Actually,
But, all right.
technically, I can't help with the performance. I can help with the persuasion.
I mean, you could.
Okay.
That's true. That's true. So you could use the inspiration for.
inspiration on the performance.
Oh,
And
come on,
go.
give me it. Oh!
Oh!
Nat
Yes!
20.
Oh, this is the best.
That clutch roll.
Oh my
All right,
god.
then give me the persuasion, although I don't think you'll need it at this point.
Just say for a
Hopefully
month.
not.
You're not even faking it when you say this, Derek.
Well, no, this stuff is supposed to be delicious. It really is. But anyway, now the
Yeah, why'd we ever leave Waterdeep with wine that good?
and you're helping with the persuasion, I hope, because it's
Yeah, that I
probably-
definitely can help with.
Okay. Here's what happens.
You don't need that much persuasion with that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the persuasion roll was just for the lulz to see if you could get more out of it, but the work stands for itself, right? So she drinks it, and she kind of tries to look straight-faced, and then she kind of becomes a lush and just kind of chugs this wine, and she just doesn't stop. She's like, "Are you serious? You know what? I think I can make enough money off of this deal. How about this? As long as you guys are in Baldur's Gate, you could stay here as long as I have open rooms. I will give you 3 rooms to use for your group, including the big room. And you don't have to pay. I want this deal to work."
Nice.
She needs
So
this
she's
wine
offering you
establishment.
she's offering you 2 small rooms and the big room.
Taking the big room.
All right, you guys accept these terms?
I'm acceptable with these terms, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Remove your your delicious booze off of your sheet. It got its use. A lot of gold value. All right, we're at the end of the session, so let me go ahead and call it here for the night.